'Twas Brillig and the Slivy Toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All Mimses were the borogroves, and the mome rafts outgrabe. Ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon, this is Modern Escapism. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Poodles, and joining me today, the man from the true north, and he's so vegan he's circled back to being carnivorous. It's Gizmo.
Yeah. I say, what? No. Gizmo, how dare you?
Gizmo.
Gizmo.
This next gentleman hails from French-occupied England and lists milk as his favourite thing to bathe in. It's Minnie.
Baguette, bitch.
Also, this gent believes fiscal irresponsibility to be the lies and propaganda forced on the world by woke liberals. It's Stench.
Just sigh.
He's not saying that.
Hello.
Hello, Stog.
And finally, this lady has never been kissed and wishes that one day Prince Charming will sweep her off her feet and blow her back legs off. It's Bubblegum Factory.
Hi, I thought you were going to call me bitter, which would have kind of been more appropriate.
No, I didn't want to describe you accurately. I'm only joking. It's me, Oodles, Biggie, Candy, Stig, and Gadget.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
I'm all
All right.
right. It's nice to be back
Tired.
On a Monday.
Full of coughs.
on a Monday.
Weird, isn't it?
I went to therapy today. Do you want to know what we talked about?
Isn't that supposed to be private?
Not if I don't want it to be.
Okay.
Go on, have a guess.
Is it Earth turbulence?
No.
Hello?
Fallout. We talked about Fallout the
I thought you
entire
were gonna
time.
say, hello, my name is Candy, and I'm an alcoholic.
Is it?
I'm not drinking water.
Was it an hour of you just saying, no matter how many times I message him, he just won't message me back?
Yeah, there was a bit of that, yeah.
I played all of his games.
I'm a member of Bethesda Club.
My therapist was like, please, you need to stop.
At any point, your therapist leans forward and says, "There's another settlement needs your assistance."
He came close. No, he's playing it as well, and he's playing it as his missus, which I thought was very cute.
Or creepy, depending on what he makes her do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Maybe he needs a therapist.
he has one.
That's weird.
I asked him. I told him he needed a therapist. He said he had one.
Therapyception.
Yeah, my therapist has a therapist. They talk about some dark stuff with some people, so, sometimes they need a bit of help.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He must think he's hit the crackpot when he meets me. Like, he doesn't need to talk about anything deep. He just talks about video games. He's 30, so we just get on like a house.
And you're
on
paying
fire.
for that, just to talk to somebody.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, because he can't escape. I pay someone to be nice and understanding to me for an hour.
He can't escape, but our listeners are here for escapism. And the best form of escapism is Biggie's breaking news.
You may already know, but he doesn't, because it's time for Biggie's Breaking News.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a news world. And all day and all night, and everything he says is just news. Him inside and outside news is his house with a news channel and a news section, and everything is news for him and himself and everybody around, because he ain't got anybody to listen.
That's going to be hard to sync.
Don't sing.
News
singing in Welsh.
I'm news. Do not sync any music to that, because people No. need to hear it. Yes. People need to hear it
purest
without
form.
music in its purest form, because it No. sounds so much funnier.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's so much funnier without the music.
It is.
I mean,
We need
it
a
is.
director's cut.
Last week's one was pretty funny.
Release the Biggie cut.
Fuck me.
Can we make an album?
Yeah,
Oh, the
we've
best
got
of
enough
Biggie
now.
We need to
The
release
news
that.
songs.
We've got enough.
God, yeah.
That would take some editing.
There's 4 of us that have done new songs. You two need to step it up and do one for us.
Yeah, with guest appearances.
I'll do one. But I'll just play piano in the background and it'll sound lovely.
I just
Hey, I did
remembered
one on
a
the
rap at
ukulele.
I did a rap at the end of a podcast, didn't
You did?
Yeah.
I did Lose Yourself.
Yeah, you did. And you did lose yourself. Let's get some news in his heads.
Sony's PS5 sales are down 29% year over year in the recent Q. Sony also says it sold 20.8 million PS5 consoles for its full 2023 fiscal year. A slight miss on its revised target of 21 million units. Sony now expects PS5 sales to decline to 18 million over the financial year for 2024 fiscal year.
Must be hard only selling 18 million of something.
mean,
Must be horrible.
Kind of makes sense. Like, they haven't...
Everyone's got one.
Yeah, everyone who wants one has one. So, naturally, the sales are going to tail off. Like, in the last generation, they did the PS4 Pro now, which kept their sales going. But
Yeah.
everyone's saying there's no point
And there
to
hasn't been a severe enough price cut.
No, they're still 450 quid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, the old 'cause he lives going on. You know, not everyone wants to buy one.
And they're not that good. Don't bother. Don't fucking bother. They're all right. They're ugly. Don't bother. Save your money. Get a Switch.
They must be having their fingers crossed with the release of the incoming PS5 Pro.
But even then, is anyone going to buy that? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
The
We've all been stung by a pro version of a console before. Do not bother.
Well, no, I mean, the PS4 Pro had some things that helped it. For one, it was quieter.
It was a lot quieter.
It's better for VR, so that's why I got
Better
it.
for VR. It
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
like, you could watch 4K video through it and stuff like that.
And it kept its resale value.
Okay, it's resale value.
It did actually. I got quite a lot for mine.
Yeah, they did.
got rid
For
of
some reason, the pros always have.
I
Looks nicer.
yeah,
as
when
well.
I got my
It
PS5,
does.
I think I still got like 200 quid for trading mine in.
The Project Scorpio Xbox still sells for good money.
Oh, that was a limited edition one though. The collectors have that.
Device, that.
But the PS5, like the developers aren't really hitting the top end of what it can do. Same with the Xbox Series, apart from the S. But so yeah, there's no point to a Pro, and people already have them. So
No.
if they make a Pro or a PS5.5 or whatever it is, it's literally just to sell some more units. It's not going to do anything that this one doesn't really do.
Yeah. Waste of time. Don't bother, guys. Don't bother. Games are crap. Next.
Well, Sony has been trying to counter this by pushing the PS5 exclusive action game Stellar Blade, particularly over in Australia, where a restaurant chain has joined forces with the game to cook up a special edition burger available for only a limited time for Stellar Blade. Gummy Chicken and Beer is a Korean-style chicken franchise situated in the land down under, and it created the Stellar Blade-inspired chicken sandwich, available from now until through to the 16th of June.
Does it have
Burger
nice
is hard-
buns?
The burger is hard to miss thanks to its bright blue bun,
What?
which contains the restaurant's fried chicken fillet, coleslaw, and cheese sauce. Participating
Oh,
restaurants
that looks
are located
hideous.
Are participating in Sydney and Melbourne.
So, did you say it's called Gammy Burger? Or Gammy Chicken? Or whatever?
GAMI.
It's a franchise, Gammy Chicken
not eating
and Beer.
anything
It's the-
called
it's
Gammy
the actual
anything.
franchise.
I'm not eating anything with
No,
a
it's where
bright
it's being
blue
sold.
bun. I've just put the picture in the chat. Like
Oh, yeah. That is blue.
that's a blue not found in nature, mate.
Okay. I mean, I don't eat chicken anyway, but nope.
I mean, you would need a veggie
And
version of
linked
that.
with the news intro.
No, I would not. Ugh.
I'd eat it.
No, you would.
Oh, in fact,
Looks pretty good.
Here, Oodles, this is the ultimate picture version of it for you, because it has a PS5 in the background.
Oh, God, look at that. Grow up. Grow up.
This
That's awful.
this smacks of when Namco Bandai did the Hot Wings challenge in London for Dark Souls 3.
You died challenge.
Yeah, eat 8 hot wings, get a fucking Gildan t-shirt for free.
You fried.
Stupid. Next.
Rumours are circulating that there'll be changes to Xbox Game Pass when Call of Duty is added, a report claims. According to Industry Insider, Shinobi 602, who recently suggested that the changes were coming in a thread on Reset Era. When poster BigLow25 posted that the Microsoft would be for sure adding a new fee and reorganise the tiers to be less confusing mess than it is already now, especially in light of plans to append this year's Call of Duty release to Game Pass, Shinobi responded quickly to agree, saying there will be changes. Yes. Despite being pressed by other posters, Shinobi 602 wouldn't be drawn on what exactly the changes would be.
Game Pass.
Right,
Game
let's
Pass.
go.
Game Pass.
Predictions time.
What?
What price is the lowest tier to have all the games on Game Pass?
It's like
a month.
So if you do it month to month now, I think it's like £11 a month.
It's going to go up to $14.99 a month.
Yeah, that seems about right.
To pay for Call of Duty. Because that is a multi-million pound property. They are not going to waste it on fucking Game Pass. It's going to go to $14.99. Everyone's going to kick off and forget to unsubscribe.
Or it might be a case of maybe if you've got a higher price Game Pass, you get it earlier or something.
Yeah, there could be that, like a week early if you pay this little bit of premium Game Pass. Premium. World exclusive. Or world premiere.
I'm stacked till the end of the year, but I did
You'll be all right.
Yeah, but I did a lot through cheap turkey codes, which you started clamping down on.
Yeah, you can't do
codes.
that now. Yeah, I also they say that the messy, there's like a mess of tiers. Like they're going to clean that up. There's 2 tiers. There's PC only, which is £8 a month, and there's Ultimate, which is PC and Xbox, which is £13 a month. Sorry.
So PC is going to go to a tenner,
yeah,
and the other one's going to go £15.
It's such good value though. When you
even at that price, I think it is.
It's at £13 a month. It's amazing value. I just need to fucking play more.
What about
So
the other
interest.
tier?
What I'd do if I were you,
live?
Stig, there's just there used to be the gold, didn't there? But I don't think they do that anymore.
No, they don't.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think what you should do, Stig, instead of paying a year's up front this time, just pay it monthly when you want it that month. You know what I mean?
But I didn't pay it's because I managed to be able to get a year's worth of Xbox Game Pass for the price of 3 months. That's why I did it.
So this is
And
what
then
I mean.
I stacked about 4 years on top of each other for the price of 1 year through VPN and
I
turkey
bought
prices.
A month's worth. I bought a month's worth of Game Pass when I played Starfield, and I know I played it on my phone, but I still played it and got my money's worth. You know what I mean?
I just need to use it more. Trying to watch films, play games, do this. It's like
listen to books, read books.
Yeah.
Go to the cinema every single day. Go to gigs. Spend all your money. Yeah, it's definitely going up to that price. Next.
Sticking with Microsoft, bit of positivity. Activision team has revealed a new studio, Elsewhere Entertainment. Elsewhere is in Warsaw, Poland, and is working on all new AAA IP with Last of Us and Witcher 3 studio vets.
So they're looking for a kind of big third-person, story-driven game.
Yeah,
fantasy. Hopefully,
I wonder if they had any studios that had experience in that.
Maybe Larian. They're doing another studio, aren't they? They've announced that today.
Yeah, that came out today, yeah. No, Gadget was getting at the fact that they shut down.
Yeah.
Tango.
Oh, God, lest we forget.
They were never that big. They did.
Hey, Evil Within 2 was a fucking masterpiece.
But they're not up there with like A Last of Us, Uncharted,
At the heck.
God of War, and that's what Xbox needs. Needs a game like that. Even Hellblade, which is coming out this week.
It's this week, and I've not even seen a thing on it.
Like, it looks absolutely stunning, but it just doesn't drive the numbers that Spider-Man or God of War does.
Listen to this, listeners. When you Google how long to beat Hellblade, it'll be like main story 3 hours,
6.
all achievements 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm thinking 6 main story.
They've already confirmed it's
6 for everything.
That's a weird one. You mentioned Spider-Man 2. That didn't. I mean, it was a success when it came out, but you don't hear anything about it. Like no DLC.
Not like the first one. The first one just destroyed, didn't it? Because it was the first.
No one really talked about it. It's quite weird.
6 to 9 hours. Sorry, just that's what
6
it's.
to 9. 6 to 9. That's all
Wait,
right.
don't you remember, Biggie? It was Game of the Year last year. Because nobody played
No,
Baldur's
it
Gate.
wasn't. I platinumed Spider-Man 2 in a weekend.
I
You remember?
platinumed it
Yeah.
in about a week and a half. I platinumed the game.
I think I did. I think I started it Friday and I platinumed it before we recorded the podcast. And I loved every second of it, but Game of the Year, shut up.
I've never platinumed a single game. That's how easy that game was to platinum.
I didn't realise, when I played that game, I got to the credits and I went, oh, let me see how many trophies. Oh, I need one more trophy.
Yes,
One more.
I think I had to collect one of the spider bugs, and I had to do that one where you flew across from one side of the map
From one side to the other. That's the one I needed. I was like, holy shit. But yeah, it's a good game. Unfortunately, I bought it digitally, didn't I? Like an idiot. Yeah. It just exists now forever.
Well,
Anyway.
if you get good DLC, the rumored DLC, that sounds like it would be worthwhile jumping back in. So
I will. I know it's quick to run through main campaign again to get used to it. So, yeah. Next.
Well, finally, sticking with Microsoft, they have announced the Proteus controller, a gamepad for Xbox gamers with disabilities. It is coming in at $299, but the modular
Very
video game
accessible,
controller
then.
kit will let Xbox gamers with disabilities customize their controllers. Created by peripheral company BioWave, as part of the Designed for Xbox program. The wireless controller consists of small cues with interchangeable faceplates that include controller buttons, a directional pad, and analog sticks. The snap and play parts connect together, so gamers can build more than 100 configurations and LED lighting variations. Steady on, Candy. As a result, one-handed gamers and other players with disabilities can use the controller in a way that's most comfortable for them. The buttons are also remappable for a more individualized experience, albeit only via the companion app.
It's good, but didn't they already have one?
So
They did have
the one
something.
the one that they currently have is less. Is for more kind of extreme. Seems to be for more extreme forms of physical disability.
Handicap, yeah.
This BioWave one, like the buttons and sticks are the same, roughly the same size as what is currently on an Xbox controller. It just allows you to put them in whatever shape and order works for your particular disability. Whereas the existing,
I think it's lovely.
The existing accessible controller is more like kind of like a flat plate with different like large kind of size buttons and touch sensitive bits on it. So they're not getting rid of the old one for the new one. It's basically they're creating another accessible form to basically try and put as many things in there.
A little bit cheaper. I know it's more bespoke and it's more designed. And yeah, let's be real, guys. Even accessibility for people just to live the normal lives with disabilities is a lot more expensive, isn't it? A wheelchair is not as cheap as you think a wheelchair should be.
I think there's charities out there that help people, with give them money to put towards it.
I hope so. It's some kind of scheme like that. But it's lovely. It's a great gesture. You can't argue it at all. Cool. I'm into it. Next.
Candy, do you have Fortnite installed?
Not yet.
I do.
Because they have officially announced that a Fallout collaboration is coming with Fortnite Chapter 5, Season 3, titled Ret. But there's very little about it other than that.
What's that got to do with anything? Why's Candy into that?
It's got Fallout involved.
Did you say Fallout?
Yeah.
I thought you said Red.
Yes.
Open your logos, man. He said Fallout.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shall I say again? Fortnite has officially announced that a Fallout collaboration is coming with Fortnite Chapter 5, Season 3.
I heard
Ret.
it then.
At this point, what isn't in Fallout? Fortnite, sorry. Like, genuinely, what isn't in that fucking game? Anything that's big just seems to... Marvel, yeah, it's fine. Fallout
Mr.
well
Bean,
on TV,
Mr.
let's
Bean's
do
not
that.
in it.
Nicki Minaj isn't in it because she's in Call of Duty.
Yeah, Mr. Blobby.
She might be, though, to be fair. Eminem's in it.
The Chasers from The Chase, they're not in it.
But how good would that be,
Anything
though?
big.
Noel Edmonds.
Phil the Power
Beast.
Taylor, he's not in it.
Oh, yeah.
There's loads of people that are not in it.
Yeah, but you're just naming random, obscure, like...
That's not obscure. Phil the Power Taylor. Come on.
If you don't play darts, like, or British, like, ask any average American who Phil the Power Taylor is, and they're like, what is that?
Ronnie
We all
Pickering's
know.
not in it. It's a crime. He's furious.
Oh, is he not?
Yeah.
Well, what's
Fred
point?
and
I'm
Rose
talking
West,
about
they're not in
anything
it.
big and popular.
I don't know, that meme, that video of Ronnie Pickering was pretty fucking popular at the time.
What about that woman that goes, "Bye, driver, bye"? She's not in it. She's not in it.
Well, they're looking to
actually-
Candy's future.
Cheers, drive.
I actually heard some people doing that the other day, like
Did you?
walking around randomly. I just heard some people going,
He says thing off.
Who's driving?
"What was that?"
He
I
said,
don't know what it said. It said something about like
5 feet
people-
something?
Yeah, women like average height of a woman.
5'2". Told
Your
you.
kid's getting up to some fuckery.
Don't know. I'm gonna ask it what it said.
He's talking to it. He's talking to it.
It started just playing music instead. I asked it to repeat what it said, and it just started playing music instead.
This is how Skynet started.
Yeah.
Your house is haunted.
With directions. To your
Oh well,
demise.
that was odd.
Enjoy your Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Or just play Fortnite. I'll just play Fallout.
Yeah. Or both. Next.
Ubisoft outlines Skull and Bones Season 2 after, according to them, a tremendous
There was a
response
season 1.
to the game since launch. Skull and Bones launched in February on pretty much all the
Did it?
consoles apart from Steam and the Switch. After years of delays, it was thought to have suffered from low player numbers.
That launched in February. You are lying. That's not out yet.
It is. It was on Guess the Game the other day. You got it wrong.
There you go. Then. I didn't know it were out yet. I thought that is fucking messing with my head. That
What's the player numbers like at the minute?
2.
It's a shame, really, because I'd like. The fact that you can't board other ships just is so ridiculous to me. You just
Ubisoft
on
must
your
be having a shocker this year. Skull and Bones and Assassin's Creed Mirage, absolute shocker.
Skull and Bones had 87% less PS5 players than Sea of Thieves pre-orders.
I didn't even know it were out, mate. I never saw it in the store or anything. Didn't know it were out.
Yeah, I can't get the PC numbers because it's on fucking Ubisoft's
It's
platform.
not on.
Sorry, no, it's not on Steam.
Oh, I'm making a joke. I didn't think it launched.
No, it launched and it went bad.
It sunk.
Basically, what's its Metacritic score?
And it is canon.
Yes.
It's
Can't
like
wait for season 2 of that.
59 on Metacritic, 3.4 user score.
Wow.
Just imagine a pirate game where you can't fight. You are stuck on your ship, and all you do is sail around and you fight other ships with your ship. That's it.
Yeah,
You can't get off the ship.
So Oodles, you played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, haven't you?
Yeah,
You,
loved it.
you know, one of the best bits of the game was like leaping over to another ship and like causing chaos and killing people and taking their ship.
Yeah, and diving and killing whales.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, even Sea of Thieves is one of the best parts of Sea of Thieves. Is that fighting other people?
It's a cutscene in this game.
No, it's not.
You go up and you press E or whatever to board the ship, and then then you get like the rundown of what you got from the ship. You don't actually see anything happen.
But it's not like the good old pirate boat games like Sid Meier's Pirates, which is great.
Yeah.
It's not like that though, is it? Because it's more like it's supposed to be like it looked like Assassin's Creed, didn't it?
Well, yeah, because it's the team that made Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and it was supposed to be like everyone loved Black Flag and loved the pirate boating bit, so let's make a game out of that, and then they fucking did nothing with it.
Such a strange thing.
Can't even walk around on land.
Ugh.
You're in a boat that can go anywhere, but you can't like land and like swim to the shore.
Maybe they have got a curse where they can't step foot on land.
No, because you can get off at certain ports.
Weird. Next.
Over to World of Film and TV. Amazon Prime are doing all right. Darkness will bind them. The Rings of Power returns August the 29th on Prime.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
The Fall of Numenor.
Don't let the naysayers get to you.
No, it's
Oh
gonna
no,
be
I
good.
liked it. I enjoyed it.
No, but we did a spoiler cast on it. We loved it.
Yeah,
We were-
I don't
We
know
were
what people's
waxing poetic on it, weren't we?
Yeah.
don't know what people's problems are with it.
Great
at
show.
all.
Too woke.
Great show.
Can't have black elves.
Oh, God, Black Elves.
Why is Galadriel like this? It's nothing like the film. Because it's set fucking thousands of years in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the same person I was 5 years ago.
Sauron's not supposed to be pretty. You don't know.
Yes, he
He was, actually. He is supposed to be pretty.
Genuinely, I've already seen the comments because he's like wood elf.
Yeah.
Thing, isn't he?
He disguised himself as an elf.
Yeah, it's his elf disguise this time with the blonde hair, and people going, "Why does he look like that?" He's like,
wait while people find out that Sauron is an elf originally.
yeah, but then luckily you do have people in the comments just going, because he's playing this character. This is who he disguises himself as. Like,
luckily we've got the real people.
Yeah,
those comments educating.
It's people just have the films to go off and think they know.
The Deceiver, Sauron, which is mentioned in the films.
Yeah, but they think that they know that the lore is based on those 3 films. It's like
no, it's
films
not.
are very different to the books.
Yeah, but there's so much more, isn't it, in that world?
Yeah.
I don't know it all, but I know enough that it isn't just some fucking big bad black
Spoiler
armored
alert,
sky.
Sauron and Celebrimbor made the one ring. 2 people made that ring, not just him. It's gonna be good. Can't wait. Next.
Amazon has also confirmed the Tomb Raider series for Prime with Phoebe Waller-Bridge as writer and executive producer.
Oh, Chris, I thought you were going to say it as Laura.
Yeah, they're producing the show alongside Embracer-owned Tomb Raider developer Crystal Dynamics, and have said Tomb Raider will premiere exclusively on Prime in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. But it has failed to mention a release window or who would play Lara Croft.
She's from Fleabag, and she's the sidekick in the new Indiana Jones film.
Oh, I don't like her.
Oh, she's great.
No, I'm not into her.
I thought she was good in that movie. I didn't like the rest of it.
Fleabag's incredible.
Yeah, Fleabag is genuinely brilliant.
Don't know what Fleabag is, but I'm sure. She's directing it then. Has she got directorial expertise?
No, she's a writer. She's a writer.
She's writing it.
Oh, that's fine.
She was a writer on
the last Bond film.
Last Bond film as well, yeah.
Oh, good film as well. I like that film. I liked it.
I didn't.
It's good.
Not the best. I forgot I'd seen it, remember?
Left that much of an impact.
She wrote Killing Eve as well.
It. Killing Eve, I don't know what that is.
It's on BBC, you would have never seen it.
Good show.
Yes. Because I'm in a different country to everyone else. Cool. I mean, I never asked for a Lara Croft TV, but I don't ask for a lot of things, and sometimes they surprise me, don't they? So
I'd be interested to see if anyone can actually pull it off, because there's been so many attempts over the years to do like Lara Croft on a screen. Like whether it was
I still liked Angelina Jolie blowing her fringe when she had them 2 little things when she got knackered and she was sweating. I love that.
Oh yeah, that awakened many a teenage boy back in the day.
Yeah. And when she's shooting that robot.
I thought she's like perfect casting for Lara Croft.
She was good
at the time.
But
For
many reasons.
Just crap.
the films themselves were crap.
Oh, the film's shit.
And then that Alicia Vikander one, it wasn't bad, but it was underwritten.
That was the remake of that last game, wasn't it? That Vikander one.
Yeah.
It was the one on the island and stuff. I didn't hate that either.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It could have been better, and it didn't do well at the box office, so they just kind of shelved the series.
Which one's the one with Jerry Butler in it? He's in one of them, isn't he? He's the love interest.
Tomb Raider one. Right?
No, you're thinking of Daniel Craig.
It's Daniel.
Oh, Jerry Butler's in one of them. Please, someone.
I'm sure he is. Yeah, I'm sure Oodles is right, but
Yeah.
I'm doubting.
What, Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Big Jerry.
There's only been 3 Tomb Raider films.
Yeah.
Jerry, he was in the Cradle of Life.
Jesus Christ, he is.
There you go, baby.
He's so fucking young.
There it is.
Yeah, he's a baby.
It's pre 300, yeah. And
Daniel Craig was in the first one, though, wasn't he?
he was.
Yeah.
I just always liked that they had Chris Barry as the butler.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
It's such a mental thing to watch, like Angelina Jolie, like Hollywood elite, and Chris Barry with Rimmer. Yeah,
yeah, that's mad, innit? Cool, bring it on. I like to get like the Fallout thing surprised me. Last of Us surprised me. I'm not against it anymore. Things are surprising me, and I'm into it. So bring it on. Next.
If they get this right at Amazon, then
they're onto a winner, aren't they? They've got a good.
Well, they've done.
pattern.
If they do, they've done Fallout, which was really good. If they get this right, and then it gives me hope for God of War, because they're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Next.
Nicolas Cage is officially set to star in the live-action Spider-Man Noir series for Prime.
Is he in Fallout?
Steve-
Not Fallout, Fortnite.
Probably
Steve
is.
Waitfoot from The Punisher and Oren Uziel from 22 Jump Street will serve as the showrunners. Henry Bradbeer from Fleabag will direct the first 2 episodes.
Okay. Do you know what? With Nicolas Cage, right? He can be hit or terrible miss, but when he hits, it hits good.
Yeah, but when he misses, it hits good too for me.
Oh, no. When he misses, mate, he
bees, the
fucking
bees.
splats against the wall.
Well, he's the voiceover he does for Spider-Man Noir in the film is great, but how well that translates to a live action.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Have you
Yeah,
guys
that's true.
seen the trailer for his new film coming out, The Surfer, or something like that?
No.
No.
No, there's a trailer doing the rounds where it looks like a kind of mystery thing. He's an American. He's arguing with some Australian surfer dudes, and it looks like it's going to get very violent. But he looks tired and sweaty in the desert. So
I liked him in the Lovecraft Colour from Outer Space.
yeah,
Yeah,
That was a good film.
Mandy was
Good in
Good.
that Pedro Pascal one.
yeah.
yeah, and Pig. People should
Pig.
watch Pig. Pig is great.
Yeah, watch Pig.
I'm enjoying this like second coming of Nicolas Cage. Like,
he's got a lot more hits than he missed.
Sometimes he doesn't know when to quit.
well, yeah,
That's the problem
that was
with Nick.
that was the 90s.
Yeah.
No, 2000s.
Well,
2000s to early
Ghost Runner 2,
2010s
Ghost Rider 2
was the fall off where it was like he would do everything, like that one about what's the one where was it Next or something where it was
Knowing
that was it. God, that was one of the worst films I've ever seen.
it was.
when he was a mathematician that could predict the end of the world.
Oh, so bad.
It was when he did Gone in 60 Seconds as a kind of a response to Fast and Furious.
That's right.
No, that's good. Gone in 6 seconds.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not,
a remake
it's
of the
shite.
original as well.
No, it's
No,
awful.
it's not shy.
Fucking hate
It's
that
shy.
film.
It's not shy. No,
Gadget's
You're
really
shite.
fun car films.
he does, doesn't he? Next. You should watch Herbie the Love Bug, Gadget. You like that?
Oh, don't get him started on Herbie the Love Bug.
Shite.
Actually, Joe, what's funny? I hooked up my phone to the car on the way down to London this week, on the weekend just gone. And there's a file on there that Pip sent me of Gadget just ranting about Fast 8. And it's still like saved on my phone. And all of a sudden I'm sat like, we're in the car, and all of a sudden we just hear Gadget shouting and screaming out the speakers in the car. I'm like, what's that? And I'm sat there listening to it. It's just like, all you hear is just Gadget going, it's fucking shite! I hate it so much!
I'm sure Kate loved me for that one when you've got driving down with the kids in the car.
Oh, luckily they had the headphones on, but it was just like, it just came out of nowhere. 'Cause it picked up a random file on my phone.
And if you pay us 500 quid, we'll let you have that for free.
Didn't you put it out on Twitter?
We'll reenact the whole series.
Shit, it's already out.
It's already out there, yeah.
Free.
It was there to try and drum up interest.
That could have been cut.
Which we had none.
No. We're going to remaster that series, me and Stig, and actually review long films properly out with Stig. The remake. Yeah. Next.
Roadhouse sequel has been confirmed with Jake Gyllenhaal returning.
Into it. Me and Candy liked it.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah. I
Silly.
did.
Silly fun.
Silly, shirtless fun.
That's exactly that. I love it. It's brilliant. There was no fucking Roadhouse left at the end of that film, though.
Is the sequel than
Hopefully
building?
Maybe
it's
that's-
got
Maybe
just
that's what it is.
destroyed
It's just
it.
going to roadhouse and just destroying them.
They drove a fucking speedboat into it. It's insane.
So they diverted slightly from the original film.
Little bit.
You've had someone to an alligator.
Do you think it's just
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal was like, I put so much effort into looking massive and
He
ripped.
looks so big in that.
It's like,
He looks so monstrous.
Yeah, I need to use this somewhere else. And they're like, well, we'll do another one if you want. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. Well, I still got it.
He looks great in that film, doesn't he, Candy?
Oh, don't he just?
If I'd gone through the Hollywood machine where they'd bulked me up and made me look ripped to shit, I'd be like, yeah, of course I'm doing more films where I look like take my top off and
Yeah, better do him quick.
yeah.
Get him quick, yeah. Cool, I'm into it. Bring it on. Next.
Reese Witherspoon has announced Legally Blonde's prequel series in character as Ellie Woods or Elle Woods.
Elle Woods.
I've never seen him.
Oh, so
Really
good.
First
one's
one's
so
definitely
good.
brilliant. I don't know if
I
the
like Reese Witherspoon.
what can you do as a prequel series though to
They're going to de-age her.
no, but the whole point of Legally Blonde is she goes to Harvard to learn to be a lawyer because people underestimate her all the time.
Oh, is that what it's about?
that's the-
Legally
that-
Blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is the setup. That is the prequel. Like,
yeah.
unless
How
you're going
do you
to
do?
tell us, like,
What's she going to do? High school?
Yeah, I don't get it. Although people are saying that she needs to cast a daughter because fuck me, they look like it's just her.
Yeah,
Ah,
no,
I
I get that, but yeah, like if you were to do like doing a prequel series, the character is a pretty terrible character at the beginning of Legally Blonde. So all you're going to have is her going up through kind of senior high school, being an arsehole, or being this vapid, awful character. Because the motivation for Legally Blonde is her basically getting humiliated, if I remember rightly, and then she goes off and she's underestimated. She gets broken up with. That's it. She gets broken up. She's called too stupid or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless her.
She goes off to prove it, and actually, you know, it's a banger of a film. I really like
Is
Legally
it
Blonde.
good?
Yeah, it's great. It's funny. It's
I will watch
heartfelt.
it.
It's got a great courtroom scene at the end. It's brilliant.
I like Reese Witherspoon, and I liked it when she married Ryan Felipe because that was a beautiful couple.
Bend.
Oh, I forgot about him.
That was a beautiful little couple, that wasn't it? I don't think they're together
still
anymore.
together.
But
They're not.
are they? They better be, Stig. They better be.
I don't think.
Furious if not.
But I don't see the point in a prequel. Like for Gadget says, like people want to see her as a character. I think they'd rather see her down, like what's happened to her, like 15 years down
Now,
the line.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
like
you could even have it like if because it's going to be a TV series, have it as if she's started up a law firm, a little bit like The Good Wife or something like that. So Elle Woods isn't the star of it, but she's like the owner of the law firm. She's the partner,
Yeah.
and then she's bringing on female lawyers. Like that would be great. I would love something like that. I think that would be great. But you need to have her as Elle Woods in it for it to work.
You know she's really good in the morning show, isn't she, Biggie?
Oh yes.
Fuck me, she can
I tell you what, exactly. So she's still acting then.
Yeah, she's active. Yeah.
yeah.
So
She's
exactly.
phenomenal in the morning show.
So why would you
Phenomenal.
not? Anyway, no, she's not married to him anymore. They divorced in 2007. So
That breaks my heart.
That means it's available. Can't
Why
it?
I know that I have no idea.
I wonder whether it's going to be one of those ones where she is part of it, like, but she does like a voiceover and she's talking about her past.
Well, a bit
And
like
it's
that.
rather-
Well, a bit like that TED one that they did. That TED TV series.
Oh, everybody
I've
hates
seen it.
Chris.
Or
Yeah,
or
just
the Big
like where
Bang
they have
Theory
like,
one. The Young Sheldon.
yeah, but like they have like them talking. She's talking about what happened and stuff
Yeah.
over the voice. I don't know, but yeah, I'd rather have seen a sequel. But yeah,
Yeah. I'll watch it. I'll come back to you with the Legally Blonde review at some point.
It is worth watching. It's a very good film.
Yeah, I bet it is.
it's got
Next.
Jennifer Coolidge in it as well.
Ah, I'm in.
My God.
Donnie Yen.
Good impression.
Donnie Yen is set to return as Kane in a John Wick spin-off movie.
What?
The blind guy from John Wick 4.
They're just spin-offs after
I don't think I got
spin-offs
that
in
far.
the series,
Were he in the first hour?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Was he before or after the stairs?
before.
What did you say his name was?
Donnie Yen.
I thought
No.
you said Kane, and then you
Yeah.
said the blind guy.
His character is called Kane because he's got a...
And he's got a
fights
cane.
with it.
Oh shit!
Bit on the nose, isn't it?
I don't think you go to a John Wick film for its for its
need to have a
subtle development.
spin-off of every single fucking John Wick character.
It's the John Wick cinematic universe.
Honestly.
The Wickerverse. Fuck that. That last film was such a bloated mess. I couldn't even finish it. I like the first three. I like them. That last film, fuck me, I was bored. I was knackered watching it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Exactly that.
knackered.
We were always just like, is this not over yet?
No! It's fucking knackering. Oof. Next.
Speaking in ongoing stuff, Cillian Murphy has been confirmed to return as Jim in 28 years later.
So it's finally confirmed because it was
Yeah.
rumoured, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Okay. So they've gone for the original theatrical cut where he survived.
Yes.
That's cool.
There you go. You've
That's
got a canon
That's
ending.
cool. Yeah, I like that first film, so yeah. We discussed it ad nauseum, but yeah, bring it on. Next again.
It's been a decade since Cameron Diaz has been on our screens. She from playing the villainous Miss Hannigan in 2014's Jamie Foxx, co-starring Annie. But now Diaz is back in action in the movie Back in Action, Netflix's buzzy new action comedy. And listen to the plot. The Charlie Angels and Shrek actress, that's what they put, stars alongside Fox in the film, which sees the pair play suburban parents with a big secret. Wait for it. They used to be spies.
It's fucking Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Way. No way. That's so original.
Back in action. Back in fucking action.
Can you remember first seeing Cameron Diaz on The Mask and then finding out she was not of age?
She was not of age then, was she?
No, she was underage.
Oh.
It wasn't for me at the time.
I was 10. Yeah, it wasn't.
Same.
I was 10 when that film came out. I was good.
Yeah, so was I, but she was not an adult in that film.
Oh shit!
Hang on.
Please fix it for me.
No, you're wrong.
I'm not.
You are. She was born in 1972. The Mask came out in like 94.
Okay. I always thought she was young, too young for it.
No, she's 22. She's fine.
Not of age. A child.
You
In
must
my
be thinking
eyes,
of
anyway.
something different.
I must have been, mate. It must have been.
Way too old for Drake.
Fuck me. Next.
Chris Pratt says Super Mario Brothers 2 could help kickstart the Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
I think we were all expecting that.
Yeah,
weren't we?
none of that is a shocking sentence to say.
I'm so surprised, Chris. What we're going
Well,
to
the
get
Legend
next?
of Zelda movie is being made in close collaboration with the true genius of Miyamoto. In an interview with Deadline, spotted by The Gamer, Sony Motion Pictures Group Chair Tom Rothman stressed the importance of big IP movies for the company, asserting that Legend of Zelda is going to be huge for us. He's a true genius in that world, and it really is his strong vision that is motivating it, Rothman said of Miyamoto. He created it and understands it thoroughly. You only have to look at the results of Super Mario Brothers to see. Big IP movies are going to stay big. The Legend of Zelda is going to be huge for us.
So is Zelda going to be live action or was it going to be
Live action.
CG? How's that going to be in the cinematic universe then if they got Mario bouncing around or CG?
I don't know.
So he goes out of the portal and turns into Bob Hoskins.
Oh,
Oh, well,
I'd
he's been
enjoy that.
retired years, hasn't he?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, it just comes out. It just comes out of the tube and just flops down.
I'm just waiting for the announcement that Chris Pratt is playing Link.
I
With
mean,
a Brooklyn
Right.
accent.
I think what I think is that the Legend of Zelda will be completely separate and kept away from Mario.
It'll have to be.
And I think that everything else, like Kirby and Star
Animal
Fox
Crossing.
and anything like that, anything that's cartoony and fun and wahoo wacky, that's the Mario Cinematic Universe. And Zelda is going to be its own more serious thing. I would love them to do Zelda in anime style, right? Rather than
Yeah, I think
rather
it
than
would suit it
CGI.
You're all missing it. A24 doing Legend of Zelda.
No.
With no dialogue from Link at all.
No. Studio Ghibli doing it.
Yeah, that'll never
Yeah.
happen though. But
It'll never
that's
happen,
why,
but
that's why the
dream.
closest thing. That is the dream, but that's not going to happen. So the closest thing to do is just do a really good hand-drawn anime.
Yeah.
like I would love to be proven wrong, but I'm really struggling to see how a live action Zelda, given how it looks now, which is normally sort of cell shaded and everything. I just find it hard to see how
And
it
do
would
you know
stay
what?
true to
I'll
the
say
games.
I'll say this. I'm on record. The story for Zelda is shite.
It's the same fucking story every single time, just with different flavors on top of it.
Crap.
And I will
I've been captured.
furious
I've
if
been captured.
I will be furious if they don't cast a bona fide twink for Link. He needs to be lithe and gay as fuck.
No, that's why they just do an animated version. You can just
Yeah.
make them look right, and then you just have to find a good voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
It's me, Link.
Chris Pratt is just going to voice everybody in the cinematic universe.
To be fair
So
to
take
Chris Pratt, he did take the piss when it was like when he said, "Oh, this is my Mario voice." Hey, woohoo! It's me, Mario. I just did it in his real normal voice, just to wind people up.
What?
They should take a risk on Link and give him like a Scouse accent or something. just go fucking crazy because no one knows what he talks like.
Yeah, fucking Ganon, like what a fucking come for you.
Speaking of the
fucking Ganon
of the Mario universe, someone asked Danny DeVito if he'd like to play Wario, and he said yes. So that needs to happen.
It does.
Mm.
Yeah, I can see it.
Wario just like going, "Look at my monster condoms."
For the Magnum Dong. I'm the trash man.
Get John Leguizamo back as what's his called? The Wario, the other Wario
Waluigi.
guy. Waluigi. Get him back
Yeah,
into
I thought that too.
Yeah, get him back. Next, fuck's sake.
Well, this has come round a year again. Jeremy Clarkson is voted the UK's sexiest man for a second year in a row.
Next.
Clarkson once again clinched the title of UK's sexiest man in a recent poll of 2,000 women conducted by Gadget's favourite website, illicitencounters.com, a dating site catered to married individuals.
What the fuck?
Married.
I'm not married, you dickhead.
Oh no!
You're the
Single in the
married
eyes of the
one.
law.
That's the fun of it.
You're the married one with the reputation of fucking
That was
everything
the
that
fun
walks.
of it.
I tell you what, though, on this story, so I questioned the lady of the house, and I said, Jeremy Clarkson, sexiest man alive, and do you know what? She went, well, and that's all she. I was like, whoa, there's something there.
He
No.
Do you know what?
currently
I've
looks
got
like
a
a
lot of
reinflated
hear-me-outs.
corpse.
Yeah, I've got a lot
It
of
looks like he's had a
hear-me-outs.
basketball and chips for breakfast. That's what he looks like.
Well, so do I.
No, not like that. You don't. He's got this weird body shape where it's just a ball for a
He's just
stomach.
all
To win the
dirt, isn't he?
title, he beat the likes of Prince William, Idris Elba, and Cillian Murphy. to name
He's
a
not
few.
better looking than Idris Elba.
We're better looking than Cillian Murphy.
No, he's not.
So,
No,
can-
he's
can-
not.
can-
I think
Candy,
people just.
what-
I think people are just voting this as a joke.
Candy, what were you saying about your hear-me-outs?
I've got a lot of hear-me-outs, and there's just nothing on
Todd
the...
Howard.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing on the spectrum of, oh, yeah, I can kind of see it with Jezza. And I like Jeremy Clarkson, I do, but...
The only thing
no.
I can see that people find attractive is his brashness. People are attracted to like a character of people out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes
His
like,
wife's
the way-
yeah, for
the way a
sure.
person
Yeah,
acts.
his wife's quite
Guilty.
Well, yeah, of course his wife's attractive. He's a multimillionaire.
Are you saying she's fickle?
I mean, she
I mean,
works hard on it.
I'm not saying she's fickle, but I watched the final Liverpool game the other day, and our owner's wife is stunning, and he's just this really skinny old billionaire. So I wonder what the correlation is there.
Big dick.
It's
Yeah,
it's that old Mrs. Merton question, isn't
Which
it?
she has, or the owner.
What attracted
Yeah.
you to the millionaire Paul Daniels?
Yeah.
I miss her so much.
Carolina Hearn was amazing.
Yeah, okay. Who would you vote as Britain's sexiest man, Candy?
Oh, I'd put James May up there. If we're going to go from that little...
It could have been anyone, Candy. It could have been anyone. It doesn't have to
She
be.
loves a
I'm
man in a
so-
leather jacket.
I've
That's what it is.
now got the image of James May doing his little happy dance.
Oh, bother.
Oh, cock.
Bollocks.
Oh, cock, that's it. Oh, cock.
You love a
It's gonna be
curly-haired
Henry
man in a
Cavill,
leather
isn't it?
jacket. Henry Cavill's
It's gonna be Cillian-
pretty.
It's gonna be Henry Cavill, but no, I'm thinking of the Top Gear trifecta, shall we say?
Not even
James May.
the
He's had a
hamster.
glow up.
The hamster, the
No,
housewife's
not the
favourite.
hamster. He's too. No, he's
small.
too clumsy. He
What
can't drive.
about Tom Hardy?
No, I'd still put Cavill over Hardy.
Yeah,
But,
no.
yeah, Hardy's.
I think Stig fancies Tom Hardy.
Over Henry Cavill, yeah.
Nice.
He's short though. I mean, he's a short king, but he's short.
No.
Yeah,
Henry
but
Cavill
I don't
could
mind
take
a
me
short
upstairs.
That's
He
'cause
could
you're
pick me up
shorter.
and take me upstairs.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill, like, he's not Henry Cavill is an attractive man, but he's quite plain
pretty.
attractive. You know what I mean? He's just
Yeah,
attractive.
it's vanilla,
no,
isn't
he's
he?
not. He's
Yeah.
conventional. Like, there's nothing like edgy about him. Whereas there is
He's
a
like
bit
he's
with Tom
Disney
Hardy.
handsome, isn't he?
Yeah,
Cavill?
yeah.
Yeah. I guess it would depend what mood I was in.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, do you want to
Simon
play
Pegg.
Warhammer for the
Is it
night? Or do you
though?
want to be tossed around your room? Like, that's the difference between Hardy and
I
Cavill.
wanna, can I have both?
No love for Luke Evans.
Oh, I love Luke Evans. He's very
No.
And I've got more chance of him than you have, Candy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Candy's
no.
got the chance.
Yeah. I think that's it. The gaydar's gone
Do you
up
know
and said no.
I
Orlando
think he'd
Bloom
rather
looks-
have me than you, darling.
Orlando Bloom looks just like Luke Evans now.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Does,
actually.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
Does.
there was this TikTok of him talking about Lord of the Rings, and for a start, I looked at it when Luke Evans wasn't
Evans.
in Lord of the Rings, and then it
No,
took
he
me a
was. He
second.
was. He
Oh,
was in The Hobbit.
Yeah, but he was talking about Legolas, and I was like, oh, fucking hell,
Right. He looks like him.
I think the
Yeah.
only way you can really tell them apart is Luke Evans is a bit more muscly, but also Welsh.
Yeah. and Orlando Bloom's had his life sucked out of him by Katy Perry. So there's that.
I mean, it's not a bad way to have the life sucked out of you.
I think we should.
It would be nice.
Should we carry on this question, this topic in the green room
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah, his
talking the
ring
news?
has been destroyed.
Who's Britain's sexiest man?
Yes, this is pay for this. You got to pay for this. Next.
Taylor Swift report. Sadly, this one's a bit weird. Fans horrified after a baby is spotted lying on the floor at one of her gigs at the Eras tour.
The cult of
Eras.
Swift strikes again.
Eras? Why?
Not Eras.
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 Okay. Eras.
Eras. As in an era.
In Paris.
Era.
It saw the concert goers outraged after spotting this baby. The baby could be seen lying at the feet of the parents on a mat of some sort, and it was wearing headphones. And the caption reads, "Get your baby off the floor and go home."
I mean, legitimately, this is fucked up.
And it was then later sacrificed to the goddess. Take her. Take
Yeah.
the baby. My overlord.
Like,
And she bit the
That
baby's
is-
head off and
I
dragged
don't
it.
care how
She drank
desperate
it.
you are to see a gig. You just don't do that. That is just insane.
We don't put it on the floor, for Christ's sake. I mean, maybe in your arms, but
Yeah,
even
what?
then.
Shake It Off came out and you just stood on baby and everything.
I've been
You're moshing.
I've been to gigs where there's been kind of young children there. They've got the big kind of ear defenders on, but they're usually
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
they're usually on their parents' shoulders to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Toddlers, yeah. Not a baby.
You get a baby like that. If you're taking a baby, it's tiny. Just
How
put
did it get in?
Take him in.
It's an all
Had
it's
ID?
it's an all ages show.
Take
A papoose.
put it in a
Papoose.
body holder
Yeah.
thing. They weigh fuck all at that size.
Or get-
Like you are not
true.
going to get tired with that baby strapped to you.
Or get a
Even
seated
for
ticket
3 hours.
or ask if there's
If
a
I
spare
was
disabled
security,
seat.
You
if I
wouldn't
was
get.
security, I'd have gone, whoa, has that baby got a ticket?
They probably checked beforehand. But it's weird though
know.
because
Do
like
the ticket, please, and then Indiana Jones punches the baby out the window.
No ticket.
in England, most standing places won't let anyone under 14.
No
Yeah, they're
ticket.
Bloody French. God. Sacre bleu. Next.
Quickly over to the world of
don't you?
sport. A Dutch referee has been banned for life for celebrating a title win with the team he was officiating on. During the match, he gave the losing side 3 red cards and added on 15 minutes, after which the winning goal was finally scored. Then he sang a song on stage and held up the trophy.
Top lad. Top lad.
Hell.
He was impartial.
That I don't know, like that's match fixing. That's like genuinely like
Yeah.
arrestable defense
Illegal.
and stuff.
That's,
innit?
yeah, you can go to prison for that. Yeah.
What's that ref in the Premier League that always seems to support Man United, the bald fella?
That's all of them, mate. All the referees.
Mate, yeah.
When I used to pay attention to football, there used to be a referee who was particularly bad for it, and I remember him being a bald fella.
He loved Man U.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking. What's his
No,
I
name?
know you mean,
Perfect.
but I can't think of the name.
He's head of the FA now, like the head of PGMOL.
Is that the one where? Do you remember the camera was testing
Howard
its
Webb.
technology
Howard
where it
Webb,
would
yeah.
like follow
Howard
the
Webb.
football, and
Was
because
it-
he was bald, it was
Oh,
following
wow.
his head rather
Yes,
than
I
the football.
remember that. Yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. Howard Webb, whenever he would, because I always remember my dad kicking off about it whenever he would be like the referee for Newcastle versus Man United or whatever. Guaranteed that there would be some ridiculous decisions in Man United.
Newcastle
Funny-
were never going to win anyway.
Funny that it's like everyone always said it's just Liverpool fans that like pointed that out.
No. Newcastle fans, Sunderland fans.
Also, there's like 3 top referees in the Premier League at the moment that are all born in the Greater Manchester area that keep getting given Man United and Man City matches, and you're like, even if that referee says that they don't support one of those teams,
Yeah, they do.
someone in their family directly fucking does.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
too much of a conflict of interest with that. But
Yeah.
there you go.
I always thought you had to be foreign.
No, they're
I
always
always thought you
English.
Weird. Okay. Next.
Very quickly, sticking with the world of football, Danko Jurgen for the
Gadget.
the time
Like,
that he
almost
had,
kind of like
2015 to 24. What a
man.
lovely time we've had with Klopp. Thank you very much. And it was a really nice. A lot of managers, when they leave clubs, tend to be sacked. So it's actually nice that he left of his own accord.
On his own accord.
A really nice
Rare.
goodbye to the fans and the club, and he gave the backroom staff a nice shout out with bringing them out as well. It was a really nice ceremony to say goodbye to him. So that was cool.
Well, that's
And the
Liverpool
new
for
guy.
next season.
Real
Yeah,
nice.
they're going down.
He bigged up the new guy as well. Got the crowd to sing a
He
song
did.
for the new
That was
guy.
really nice.
I tell you what, German managers are great. German.
And Slot, he's been appointed officially today. Actually, no,
That's
it officially starts on June the 1st.
Did you pick him because it's easy to say like Klopp, and you guys are not very smart and you have to have one syllable managers.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. Is it so you don't have to change your songs?
Well, you can fark off.
Biggie, don't worry. He's just mad because he still remembers Brian Clough.
Shut up.
Hey.
Talk about him. Next.
And finally, over to the weird world web. I've got two quick ones for you. Girl said she heard monsters in her bedroom wall, and it turned out to be something much, much worse.
What's the monsters?
Little girl made a
What's the
horrifying
monsters?
discovery in her bedroom wall, which is truly the stuff of nightmares. Mum, Ashley Class, had been trying to help her daughter sleep, and as the little girl kept complaining of hearing monsters moving around in her walls. But as the noise persisted, she investigated with a thermal imaging camera, which we all have, and revealed a huge swarm of bees living in her walls. Swarm of bees spilled out of a hole that was cut into the wall, revealing a massive bee colony thought to be made up of 50,000 bees.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's
Bees are
not
lovely
worse than
creatures.
monsters.
Yeah, monsters will eat you.
I'd take a
Bees won't.
I'd take a bee for a pint. They're lovely lads.
I would. I love bees.
They also found 45
50,000 of
kg
them.
of honeycomb in the wall.
You can sell that.
That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's liquid gold. That.
I literally on my TikTok I follow a couple who in America who go around and rescue bee colonies when they've like invaded homes.
Yeah.
And
I
like
think
they,
bees are
they show you the
great.
process of taking the hives out and moving them safely and putting them somewhere where they're not going to cause any harm. Bees are mint.
You have to take the queen first.
Now, if you'd have said like a
We have to
colony
find
of
the queen
50,000
Yeah.
tarantulas, Gadget would have lost his mind.
Don't even joke
That's a
about that
different
shit.
story. I don't think there's ever been 50,000 tarantulas in any place ever
Or dwarves.
on Earth.
Dwarves were freaking
Or
out.
dwarfs?
Living in your walls.
All you could just hear is, we dig, 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 dig.
It's borderline offensive.
Biggie checks his wall for Warwick Davis every day.
Oh, no. You can't say shit like that. Next.
Finally, Dublin New York portal reopens with set hours. A live video portal between Dublin and New York has reopened after it was temporarily closed to, you'll be surprised to hear, inappropriate behaviour. The continuous live stream, which allowed users in each city to see each other and supposedly interact and wave and go woo, as it was switched off on the 14th of May, less than a week after it opened.
Because somebody had the knob out.
Yep.
A message on the blank screen stated, "Portal is asleep, back up soon." And the incidents, which have been shared extensively across social media platforms, involve users mooning, displaying swear words, and flashing various body parts.
I
Which
didn't
comes
know.
at no surprise.
Yeah,
This is why we can't have nice things.
some porn actress went and just stood in front of it. She was just like, "Ugh," with the tits out, like,
If that existed near me, there's absolutely no way I'm not getting plastered and getting my knob out.
Well, so
And one Dublin
the-
user displayed a video of the 9/11 attacks to New York.
No. That's too far. That's too fucking. That is disgusting.
that was after some New Yorkers kept like showing photos of potatoes.
Oh, what? So it's just this is the part of racism and
Yeah.
xenophobia.
Naturally, the Dubliner took it to the extreme. He went nuclear.
Go humans.
I mean, showing your knob's one thing. It's innocent.
No one got hurt seeing a knob.
No.
Well,
no, you should see. You should seen the news stories, the comments on TikTok, the news story about the woman flashing her boobs, and there's people in there going, "She should be arrested for paedophilia." Like all the children that could have seen it, and then I look at the video and it's like,
middle
one,
of the
there's no
night.
children there. Like you can see there's no children there, and
Yeah.
two, they're just breasts. Like if she'd have flashed her Fanny.
Fanny.
Or
No.
if someone had got the dick out, then yeah, maybe. But like, they're just tits.
It's just a dick, mate. It's just a dick.
It's a bit different, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose children need breasts to live. There's a difference, isn't there? Yeah, I get what you mean. But
Well, technically, they need a dick to live to start with.
oh shit! Right, let's move on.
To start with, how do you think a baby's made, mate?
I don't know.
We nearly found out
Penis goes
recently.
into the vagina. And
What?
Yeah, and then after a little bit of happy time,
What? I thought it were painful. I've been told it's painful. I'm not allowed to do it. Let's get on with the show. Oh, please derail this. Candy, what have you been up to this week?
Sorry, I need a moment to recover from that.
I believe
I've been
this
playing-
portion of the show's free. I can't believe it.
No knobs in this game. I've been playing Little Kitty in a Big City.
Are you sure that's not a fucking something rude?
I didn't say little pussy and big fucking.
You've just set off 1,000 men. You
It's
shouted
not Debbie Does
that.
Dallas.
Oh my god!
You
I'm
can't
just
say
looking
that
at
word.
Biggie. Biggie's absolutely.
He's got
wetting
fucking
himself.
puce.
He's having
Oh
to
my
dab his
God.
brow.
I just
what?
did not
He's got-
expect that at all.
he's got his sweat hanky out.
Oh, he's 50 now. He's got a hanky.
Not to be confused
I've
with
had
the
a
one
hanky a long
sock.
time, mate.
Oh.
Been
Do
a
you want to hear
man
about
paste on
my
my
pussy
head.
game or not?
Little Kitty in the Big City. Stop saying
Little
that P
Kitty,
word.
Big City, which is a game that is not like Stray at all, surprisingly enough, and I don't mean that sarcastically either. It's a very cute, very easily playable on your phone, very cozy game where you play a cat that's fallen out of his apartment window whilst he was sunbathing, and now he has to get back. And you can do all the cat things that you catly want to do. You get the zoomies to run, you avoid puddles. The cat at no point is in danger, which is nice for a cat game.
Yeah.
That was a rough part
about-
at the start of Stray. Wasn't happy about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in Stray when I got fucking electrocuted by a robot chasing me and burned me to death.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no unless you find kind of stumbling out of a window traumatic, and it's not really.
Not for a cat. They've got 9 lives.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it just has to make its way back, making friends with crows and various other creatures and tripping people up. I think the best thing you can compare it to really is more like Untitled Goose Game. So you're just
Stig's in. You love
yeah,
that game.
so it's more like sort
I've had
of
this on
causing
wish list
havoc
for ages.
and just doing some light platforming. It's only about 2 hours long. But yeah, it's cute. The animation.
You don't need
is
it to be that much
great.
longer when it's just a fun little romp like that, do you?
It's fine. And it's on Game Pass as well. Like I don't know how much it is. I think it's on PlayStation. I don't know how much
It won't,
it is to
it won't
buy.
be expensive. It won't.
You would hope not, because it's a 2-hour game.
It'll be about 15 quid.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fun. It's a little cozy game. It's a nice little palate cleanser for the end of a week. Want a nice, calm, relaxing week. The other thing I did, and I did this last year and I talked about it, I went to a convention at the Birmingham NEC called Makers Central. And I'm not going to talk about the convention itself, but I want to talk about a charity that I found out about called mensshed.org. And Men's Shed are a charity that support predominantly older men who have recently retired.
Biggie?
There you go, Biggie.
I haven't retired yet, unfortunately.
Not allowed.
Because a lot of guys, when they do retire, they find that, women will go out for coffee mornings. We're a lot more sociable. Men
men sit
sometimes
at
get
home.
men sit home doing nothing, actually like completely isolated. So what Men's Shed
My
is,
dad.
it's a network of, it's like sheds and workshops, and you can type your postcode in and you'll probably get 4, 5, 6 sheds dotted around that people have set up, and you can go in and they've got their open hours. You can go and you can drop in, and it's mostly like woodworking, metalworking, all kind of basically hobbying, where you can just get together with the lads, with the old boys, and just socialize. And it said something like there's been a 89% decrease in depression for some men that have joined
That's awesome.
Men's Shed. Yeah, and there's been
Nice.
cases where Fellas, they've noticed that one of their mates has been going to the loo a bit more often, and they're like, you need to get this checked out, mate. And it saved them because they found out there's something wrong, and it got sorted. And yeah, it's just a really nice social way for men to stay connected with people and just stay a little bit social and everything. So it's a really important thing to do, and it is a charity, and it's called, if you want to have a look online, it's called mensheds.org.uk.
Can we put that in the show notes, please, Gadget?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll put the link in there.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I just wanted to highlight that because I thought it was a really nice and really good cause. And yeah, you don't hear of that many clubs for it unless you want to become a Freemason.
You're right though, because I like.
Nice one.
I know a lot of older women that go to like women's clubs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all do.
There's loads of them. There's loads.
We're more of a social breed, the women, I think.
You are.
Like,
And even if you meet up at bingo hall, do you know what I mean? Just have a gossip.
exactly.
And men, like all the elderly men in my family are more or less gone now, but when they were alive, they were just sat at home.
I also think that stems from their generation of that like now when we get old, we'll be completely different. Because
let's hope
We
that
got
is the case.
PlayStation still.
Yeah.
No, but I
Let's
think
hope
we
that
will
is-
because
'cause
we're more open with our feelings and
feelings,
talk.
yeah.
We talk to each other. You know, like if I've not heard from a friend in a while, I'll send them a message just saying, "How's it going?" Like not heard from you in a while, and I just can't imagine people of that age ever doing that. So
And people like Biggie will be romping around old folks, won't they? Having a romp.
Who says I haven't done it already?
But yeah, I can completely see.
Whoa.
I can see
Big romping.
why it's an issue for
Yeah, I agree.
the current generation of. Well,
That's
that's
a
my
lovely
dad.
thing
My
to-
dad sits like. Fair, he goes out every morning. He's got his little routine. He does go out and he meets the people in the coffee shop and he talks to them and he gets his paper and stuff. But a lot of the time, it's just
Which paper?
you just go the one you don't want to know about what paper. He
That's
picks
what you
up.
need to stop that one. That's what's
tried.
depressing him, mate.
I've tried. But yeah, other than
think I've
that,
worked
like
it out.
it doesn't really to do much.
That's a lovely thing to keep your eye on, Candy. I'm into it. I'm into more charitable. Keep looking, guys. Keep looking. 'Cause, yeah, sometimes you just need to talk to somebody. Realistically, I've got this. Do you know what I mean? I've got this podcast. I talk to millions of people a week. Millions. I'll go next. I've been playing a computer game because games are crap.
Yeah, the
So I'm
shite.
playing them. A game that one of our listeners recommended last week. I can't remember which one. I do apologise. You're all the same to me. I love you all equally. Animal Well.
Wasn't that Mike? Mike Holstead. That.
Yeah.
Could have been, and he knows I love him. Animal Well is a 2024 Metroidvania video game developed by Shared Memory and published by Big Mode. So, I love a Metroidvania. People among us here love a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen the genre be a breath of fresh air.
Ooh.
Completely. Breath of
Right,
If
I've
you've never
opened
seen
Steam.
it, if you've never seen it, you play as a little blob, right? A little blob. And the game opens up and it doesn't tell you anything. So the game itself, as you are playing it, tells you what you need to do. And again, picture Metroidvania, map, little weapons and stuff like that. But this seems to be what I've hoped for, especially in this genre, since it's existed, and in games in general. It doesn't hold my hand too much. It lets me loose on its mechanics. It lets me think outside the box. It's got secrets upon secrets, even on just one screen. It's fucking genius, and I think it's got 91 on Metacritic at the moment.
Yeah, it's
I think
overwhelmingly
it's free
positive
on
on Steam.
PlayStation Plus this month, actually.
Is it?
I think so.
I bought it on Switch. It runs beautifully. It looks like a Commodore 64 game, but what it does with its mechanics and with its graphics, is it looks modern. Like you've got little firecrackers, and when they blow up, it looks stunning and amazing. Like you couldn't do that on a Commodore 64. The sound is part of the mystery as well. The puzzles, everything about it is just. I hesitate to say it, but I'm going to say it, perfect.
Yeah,
If you're one of
the
them people
animation looks
that
beautiful.
it's absolutely gorgeous, and basically you just how do you play? Controls a blob, like I said. You explore the labyrinth, and it's all filled with animals. And there's no combat. It's not a combat game, but you do get weapons. Let me give you an instance of one of the first things I picked up: a frisbee.
Right.
So you go into one of the screens, and there's a dog, and he's chasing you. He wants to rip you to shreds. And you realise earlier on you picked up a frisbee. Now you know you can't kill that dog. You can't attack that dog, but you can distract it with a frisbee.
Ah.
The game doesn't tell you that. You've got to figure that out yourself. But
You just spoiled that one for his noodles.
No, I know, but you didn't have to use the frisbee. You could have looked at the screen closer and realised the dog's been digging a little bit. There's little tunnels underneath, so you can go underneath the dog. And do you know what I mean?
So is it a little bit immersive simmy as well?
As possible as it could get, yeah, for a Metroidvania.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very hard to. If I told you any more instances, I would completely spoil the game. It's really difficult to describe how it makes me feel when I'm playing it. I'm just smiling after every encounter, after every single screen, because there are bosses in it, but they're not combat bosses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Puzzly bosses. And I'm just constantly smiling, and how like you'll walk past on the screen before an encounter. I've mentioned the firecracker. There'll be loads of firecracker plants, and it says you can collect them. Why would I need these? Funnily enough, the next screen you find out why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of real smart game development that knows its audience is smarter than a lot of game developers think. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, it tells you the controls, it tells you what to press for map, it tells you how to jump, it tells you how to attack, it tells you how to use your inventory. It doesn't leave you with nothing. You know what I mean? It tells you the buttons, it lets you know how to do everything. But the actual game, there's no voices in it. It's just really fucking clever. And again, describing how good it is and spoil a lot of it, I think people, I don't say it very often, I think you should just take a punt on it and buy it. I think it's about 15, 20 quid. It's not cheap. But it's genuinely probably one of the smartest games I've ever played. And if you look at the reviews, everyone says the exact same thing. I genuinely think it's spelled perfect for your little Steam Deckies and stuff like that.
I don't say that, man.
I think it's on everything. I think it's Switch, PlayStation 5, Windows, blah, blah, blah. I think it's on everything. And it's, yeah, look, 91 Metacritic. And do you know what? It's as fluid as Hollow Knight is. The controls are as fluid as that. You never really feel like the game gets in the way of the platforming. And it's just really fucking good. And again, watch the trailer, see what you think. If you can get it on Steam, because you can refund stuff in 2 hours, can't you?
Yeah.
You'll know if you like it or not by that point.
Okay.
And I bet most of the listeners will love it. Mike was right. It's whoever it might. I don't know if it might, but whoever
I think it was Mike.
Whoever recommended it, it is fucking brilliant. Like, I can't put a score on it yet. I've not finished it. I've not even scratched the surface. But yeah, it's just. I mean, again, if you've never played it, it's not a spoiler. But the game starts off. There's no dialogue. There's no backstory. There's 5 torches and they extinguish. So you know you've got to reignite these four torches. That's you can go in any direction. Do that.
Okay.
And I reckon there's going to be more to it. Do you know, like these games like Inscription, where there's more to it?
Fine, fuck it, I'm buying it. Jesus Christ.
Let me know how you think, because you can play it tonight, can't you? When we've done this, and yeah, I genuinely think it's super special, and it makes me feel like how Hollow Knight made me feel, because that was reinvigorating for the genre when that first came out. And Stig said, "Play it properly," and then I played it properly. I'm like, oh, do you get what I mean? I think it's fucking phenomenal. And I know I've been saying that a lot this year about games, because I think there's been some pure bangers coming out this year. I know it's quiet for some people. Your AAA market's quiet.
Correction, Mike doesn't know shit. It was Lee Davis.
It was Lee Davis.
Just check.
There you go. Thank you,
Lee's
Lee.
there
Thank
shouting at the podcast, going, "It was fucking me! It was me!"
Sorry, Lee.
Lee. I had a friend, and his name was Lee. He cast a spell on me. Lee, you're right. It's fucking brilliant. Thank you for the recommendation. We do listen to you. We do listen. But yeah, that's all I've really been
Don't
doing.
listen to anything from Mike. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He does. He's a good boy. You're all good. But yeah, Animal Well. Take a punt, and I think you'll all be pleasantly surprised. It's cozy as well. It's a cozier game.
It looks cozy.
You like them cozy. It's cozy. It's not frantic. It's not scary. It's, you know what I mean? It's animals. Who doesn't love animals?
Everyone loves animals.
Exactly. But that's my week. A short one, but very much in love one. Gadget, you've been up to?
So I did a lot of podcasting and audio booking while I was over in Ireland.
What were you doing there?
I was there for work. I got a job, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I liked you on the dole. You were better on the dole.
I know, but I'm helping. I'm helping cancer patients now, so life's good.
All right, fair enough.
So I listened to in its entirety Four Chancellors and a Funeral: How to Lose the UK and How to Lose the Government in 10 Days by Russell Jones, which is,
I mean, that's good.
unsurprisingly, the sequel to A Decade in Tory.
Yeah,
It's not an uplifting listen, but there are some really fun insults in it. Because every time you
hang on, Gadget. You're almost revealing your political swing there. Let's not get too far.
I mean, just as a case in point, at one point, Russell Jones describes Jacob Rees-Mogg as the result of the child catcher furiously impregnating an oboe. Yeah, that's the level of discourse. No, it's a really good book. It has some good conclusion, and it's a great document of like the last of 2 years. It only covers 2 years, the book. And a lot
that's
happens.
all you need.
So yeah, listen. This week though I watched, and I know Stig's covered this before, but it's been a little while. I watched BlackBerry.
Oh yeah, BlackBerry.
So this is a 2023 Canadian film, it's a kind of slightly fictionalized version of what really happened. But this tells the meteoric rise and insanely quick collapse of BlackBerry, the research in motion, the people who made the BlackBerry phones.
Great phones.
Now, I have a particular trauma related to BlackBerry phones because I worked in tech support when they were at the height of their popularity.
The BlackBerry Storm.
BlackBerry Curve.
The
The 8520 that all the fucking bands had because they wanted the BlackBerry Messenger.
Yeah, BBM, baby.
Yeah, and then when it went down, I'd get 1,000 calls in a day going, why is my fucking BlackBerry not working? It's not our fault.
Yeah. I can't text my boyfriend.
It's a phone. Put some credit on it. Well, I've got any money. Can you put credit on for us? Nah. Fuck off. Literally, that's how the calls went. Including the fuck off at one point. I did lose my temper. I almost got sacked. So this stars as the two CEOs. We have Mike Lazaridis is played by Jay Baruchel.
Oh, yeah.
Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. And Jim Balsillie, the investor, is played by Glenn Howerton.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah. Glenn Howerton fucking runs away from this film. So the BlackBerry Research in Motion BlackBerry had two CEOs. You had Mike Lazaridis and you had Jim Balsillie. Mike Lazaridis, think of this as like a kind of sequel to the way Apple worked. Mike Lazaridis is the tech genius. He's the guy that builds everything. He does the prototypes. He's the ideas guy. He is Steve Wozniak. Jim Balsillie is the Jim Balsillie is the abrasive, awful salesman. He's Steve Jobs. Yeah. A lot of BlackBerry's success came down to happy accidents. Pitching to the right people at the right time or having the right thing that worked just at the right time. But they were popular phones. And this film tells like how Jim Balsillie came into the company, how abusive he was towards staff because he's a very awful man. But it also talks about like how BlackBerry became successful. Like, for instance, like I made a thing about BlackBerry Messenger there, like, because I hated it. At the time, when BlackBerry Messenger was a thing,
Revolutionary.
it was revolutionary because at the time you paid for text messages.
2p a text usually, wasn't it? For how many characters were it, like 30?
10p a text.
10p a text for 140 characters. 160 characters, sorry.
It. That was
And that was like...
send a tweet, basically.
Yeah, and like, so like the networks...
Yeah.
The networks were making money off that. It became an enormous selling point for a BlackBerry to have BlackBerry Messenger. Free texting. So yeah, it charts
before your WhatsApps, kids. Before your WhatsApps.
Yeah, it charts the rise of like how they got around like the network issue time, because at the time, 2004, 3 or 4, networks were fucking rough. Like they hardly worked. Like
2G, baby.
Well, no, not even that. Not even the speed. It was like there was a limit to the amount of connections you could have and stuff like that. So if you exceeded that, the BlackBerry didn't work. So it covers them going through that. It covers the idea of them being kind of the modern internet providers. But then also that they really fumbled when the iPhone was announced, because Mike Lazaridis was absolutely confident that people wanted to have the BlackBerry because they loved the clicky keyboard. They wanted that. They wanted that touch response, and because they fumbled it with the iPhone, everyone went with the iPhone. That's when they created the BlackBerry Storm, which was a touchscreen phone where the screen moved and it clicked, and it was shit. It was the worst fucking phone.
But you could play Metal Gear on it.
You could
download it,
but it was a bad version of it. Anyway, yeah. This film is really good. It's well put together. It's well made. It's a very cheap film. It was only made for $5 million.
Wow.
It's been a darling of kind of indie film festivals. It's won so many awards.
Didn't do well at Cannes. I think it did, didn't it?
It did well at Cannes. Like Glenn Howerton's won a load of awards for supporting it. Glenn Howerton, like I said, he runs away from this film. He's essentially playing Dennis Reynolds, but there is a different intensity to him. Like, it's less psychopath that might murder you, more psychopath that will punch you in the face if you don't give him what he wants. So it's a slightly different kind of psychopath, but it's really good. I even kind of didn't mind Jay Baruchel by the end of it. Like, I don't normally like him that much as an actor.
No, he's a bit whiny, isn't he?
He's a bit whiny, but it works because Mike Lazaridis...
character is whiny.
Yeah, Mike Lazaridis is kind of whiny. He's kind of autistic coded. Like, he doesn't has to have things in a certain way, and he's got no confidence and that kind of thing.
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, this is you put this down as like a social network without the David Fincher budget.
Trent Reznor music.
Yeah. But no, it's really good. It's also got banging soundtrack because it's like every time they move like to a different year, they're playing pop songs from that year.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no. If you've got any interest in mobile phones at all, or the history of them, watch it. Oodles, you'll fucking love this.
I'm gonna watch it. What's it on? Shall I just?
It was. I watched it on Paramount Plus through Prime.
Oh, I can get free trial of that, can't I?
You can. Oh yeah, it's also got Michael Ironside in it.
Ah, wanna live forever.
Deal breaker.
Give him that nice deep baritone that he's so good at.
Yeah.
And
Sam Fisher himself.
And weirdly enough, Carrie Elways. I was really surprised to see him in it.
You never see him anymore.
No.
Is he still handsome?
No. He's still handsome. He plays Carl Jankowski, who was the CEO of Palm. Do you remember Palm?
Palm Pilot.
Yeah.
Palm Pre. Yeah.
There's a great scene where he's having dinner with Jim and Mike, and like they're kind of texting on their Blackberries, and then he brings out like a Palm Pilot and like gets the stylus and is like tapping away and all that. And it's just like,
and that little wheel that they used to have on them.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh god, I remember when they were like the hot shit, and you look at it, it's like,
guys, I'm just emailing on my Palm.
That was shite. Yeah, really, really good film, well put together, well acted. I think everyone should watch it. It's a very good film.
Fantastic. Blackberry. Stig?
Hello.
Hello.
I've done a few things this week. Mainly all audible form.
Ooh.
Although technically one is watching and audible. First one, obviously, we went down to London to see Olivia Rodrigo this weekend. Took the kids to their first ever gig.
Nice.
She was phenomenal.
Dad points there.
Yep. they get to see Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift within a month of each other. So yeah, the super dad points.
They're going to be cunts for the rest of the year because they don't need to be good for anything ever again.
But yeah, she was amazing. And the O2 Arena holds like 20,000 people, and man, there was a lot of screaming girls and screaming women in that place.
It's going to be worse for Taylor.
Yeah, actually, it's probably worse in the O2 because it's got a roof. A lot of the sound escapes stadiums.
True, but there's going to be 80,000 of them around you.
No, well, Anfield doesn't hold that many. Be like 50,000.
Yeah. Like
Either way, there's going to be a lot of them. But I know that she can sing, but man, I didn't realize she was that good of a singer. Like, she was phenomenal live. She was so good, like, and kept the energy up completely all the way through. And like, she's only 21 years old and just had like everyone just eating out the palm of her hands.
It's fucking mad that a 21-year-old is commanding a headline arena tour.
Yeah, she's 100%. She's going to be doing stadiums next time.
Yeah,
she's that big now. But yeah, the one of the cool little things that she has as well is her traveling band and dancers and everything, all women.
Nice.
So she uses a whole all female like band and dancers and backup singers and everything, which is really
that
cool.
were horrible to watch.
Which is really cool to see. And there's like one awesome moment where she obviously goes off for a costume change, and the band just they go for it big time. They just start hitting those proper heavy metal like da 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 like in between, and they're all rock chicks. Like, you can tell, like, just the way they are. They're all like proper rocker chicks, and they're all like playing this proper heavy metal beat while they had the screen, and it had like pretend curtains on it, which all like just burst into flames and stuff. And
any mosh pits?
No. And yeah, and there was another little cool bit where this moon descended from the ceiling, and she sat on that, and it went round in a circle over the top of the crowd while she sang a couple
They all
of
do
slow
that lately,
songs.
because Pink's been spinning a band for
yeah,
years.
nah, Pink's been doing fucking wire work. That is a different level.
She's
with
Circus de Lay, like, you know. Olivia Rodrigo's just sat on a big, like, half
Sat on a
moon. Yeah, sat on a moon, yeah. But at one point when she got halfway around, she stopped and did a bit of crowd talking. She goes, "I'm really competitive, so I want you to be." She goes, "All the people in the seated seats, I want you to scream as loud as you can." Fuck me. Like, I've never heard like been at a gig where something's been that loud before. I actually think that pop gigs are fucking great because everyone knows the songs.
Yeah.
And when you go to like Foo Fighters, like, everyone knows the songs, but if they play like a new song, you can see the people kind of just zone out that haven't really listened to the new songs.
It's just a bit of toe tapping, isn't there?
Yeah, at these kind of gigs, they're diehard fans. They know every song already, and they sing every single word. And my girls, were absolutely loving it because there's one song where she stops and the crowd's the lyric in the song is "fuck," so she stopped to let everyone scream "fuck," and Callie was just like I get to do it, and she's like "fuck,"
and now she's grounded.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. But yeah, that was really, really good.
I'm seeing Mika in a couple of months. That's going to be my first ever like pop gig. I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
Mika's still going.
Yeah, he's still going. He's got a new album out.
I try to be like Grace Kelly.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Did 2 languages. He's done a version in French and a version in English.
French, innit? Yeah, he's French. I know
he's like, I think he's half French. I think his mother's French and and his dad's English.
How big?
Yeah. So yeah, that was really good. And the other album I've been listening to this week is Billie Eilish's new album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. It's
Hey up.
It's incredible. Like, she is absolutely amazing. And I reckon if I said Billie Eilish, like, some people would just stick her in that same bracket as Taylor Swift and
I've never really heard of the James Bond song.
Olivia Rodrigo. Like, oh, she's a young female pop artist, and they're just going to lump her in that. She's completely the opposite of them. And
I didn't think she was a pop singer. She's more like soulful, isn't she?
Yeah, oh yeah, like she is incredible. I didn't realize how that. Obviously I know that she can sing because if you listen to what I Was Made For from the Barbie film, she's beautiful voice.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
She can belt it out as well. And there's a couple of songs on this album. Like this is more. She said this is a real personal album because a few things have gone on over the last few years since her last album. She lost a bit of weight, and then people have been saying, "Oh, look, she looks so much happier now that she's skinnier." And she's just
Horrible.
Yeah, so one of her albums is called Skinny, and she's just like basically saying, "Yeah, I lost weight, but I'm still the same old me. I'm exactly the same as I was before. What obviously my weight doesn't kind of define me and all that." Like, and then there's some kind of coming out songs in there. It's like dealing with her sexuality. She came out recently about being bisexual, and so there's some queer coded songs in there. But it's just full of like, it's either like really chilled, and there's almost one with a little like Caribbean like twist and lilt to it. There's a song called L'amour d'MV, which is, it starts off really slow, and then all of a sudden halfway through it just like boom, just picks up and like it becomes like this dance track. And there's some synthwave in there, which is really really well done. And then there's a couple of like, you know, your standard pop beat, you know, bops. You know, you can't really not put them in there. But
I remember listening to our first album, the one with Bad Guy on it, and I thought that was a great album.
yeah,
It almost feels like, and I know there is a genre called pop punk, but it is like a punk version of pop. Like, she's subverting a lot of the pop trends and the pop concepts. Like, she uses a lot of very interesting chord progressions, weird samples, but the songs never flow how you expect them to, but they always make sense how they flow. And I always
this is exactly
like how she arranges songs, because it's her and her brother, isn't it? Felix or something. Is like, that's the act. He's the producer and writes with her.
yeah.
And yeah, they've got such a weird ear for music, but it's so interesting to listen to. I need to get on this one because I like listening to stuff that kind of fucks around with conventions and does something a little bit differently.
You'll like it. It's got like lo-fi stuff in there that turns
yeah.
into like big electric guitar solos. There's like moody jazz pieces in there. Like I say, there's like there's synths and you know, a bit of cheese in there and some of it. And I think it's a really, really good album. I've listened to it probably about 4 or 5 times. I've actually been listening to it again while we've been on the podcast tonight. Just to...
How dare you? Why do you keep doing that, guys?
I don't usually.
Look at what Candy's doing. She does it all the time, mate.
I'm having a little bop as we speak.
I'm playing EVE Online in the background.
Oh, what?
This is
ridiculous.
This is my probably my favorite album of the year so far. I think
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she's great. And actually, I put my name down on the waiting list for the our company's box next year to see her. So.
Oh yeah, because she's announced a tour, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing a tour next year. But yeah, I went back and actually started listening to some, because I've listened to some of her songs, and her, like, you know, Spotify has like the top 5 streamed songs.
Yeah.
Listen from that to top to bottom, they're all completely different,
Yeah.
but all great.
That's what you want, though, isn't it? You want
Yeah.
You want an artist to not fit into a category, because then they can be called artist.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, her two biggest songs are Bad Guy and What Was I Made For? That you cannot get 2 more different songs.
But
What's
she's
Bad Guy go like?
it's that one
That's
that
it.
goes, "I'm a bad guy, duh," and it goes boop 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 boop.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that were her.
Yeah, it's her.
She's riding around a little trike on the music video.
I think.
Oh, it's Black and Green Hair Girl.
Yeah.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Is that her that were at the Oscars?
Yeah, she won an Oscar for.
She don't look like that anymore.
No, she's doing like that Madonna thing where she's having like reinventions of herself. Like she always said that she wore like baggy t-shirts and like skater shorts because she didn't want to show off her body.
I thought she was just a kid.
Well, she was a kid, but she was also kind of self-conscious because she had big boobs and stuff like that, and like she didn't like being objectified.
Oh,
And then
well, good for
not
her.
this album has just come out, but the previous album, she then went to Vogue and she did a really kind of high fashion shoot, showing herself off because she was owning herself.
Oh,
And like she's evolving as a person and an artist quite publicly, and it's
so
really
in the
interesting
dark.
to
I
see.
feel it feels alien to me, but I have heard her stuff.
Yeah,
It's really good.
She's good.
Like, really melancholic in some of the songs, and like it's just one that you could sit back and I'm just gonna listen to this album while I have a drink and not do anything but just sit and listen to the album.
Okay.
Like really, it's a really, really good album. One more thing, I want to talk about this because this is fucking incredible. Last week I listened to the Audible version of George Orwell's 1984. So
Ooh.
this
Book.
I
is,
keep toying with this.
so this isn't a book. This is an Audible play available for if you have an Audible subscription with Amazon.
Not anymore.
It's this might get you back. It stars Andrew Garfield as the lead, as Winston.
Oh yeah, I know about this.
It's got Cynthia Erivo as Julia, Tom Hardy as Big Brother, and Andrew Scott as O'Brien. It also features Ramesh Ranganathan as Parsons and Chukwudu Iwuju as Charrington, amongst a lot of other really good voice actors. It's Muse's frontman, producer, and songwriter Matthew Bellamy has created an original score with a 60-piece orchestra at Abbey Road Studios, featuring reworks of two of Muse's most iconic tracks. And it's directed by BAFTA award-winning Destiny Ekaraga.
Oh.
So it's had a lot of money and effort pumped into it, and it's really, really good. I've never read 1984.
I haven't.
So, but I know a lot of the basic things about it, like it's like where Room 101 came from, it's where Big Brother came from. It's like it's very dystopian. It's not
good book.
It's a depressing as fuck book.
It's not Orwell's best. You need to read Road to Wigan Pier next. Love that.
Yeah, but this is if you just want to get the story, and
yeah, it's a good way in, isn't it?
it is. It's brilliantly acted. The soundtrack is great. They've got obviously voices and like going over the background. So there's things where like people are talking to the main character and you hear his inner monologue while you can still hear the other person talking. So it's like you're in his head.
Yeah.
And then you've got.
I wonder if they're going to do Animal Farm like this as well. That's a good Orwell book.
Yeah, stuff like that would like it works really, really well.
Because Animal Farm's got a lot of talking, and I know it's animals talking, but who cares?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
but you've got all the noise in the
Fantastic.
background when they walk around. There's, you know, like you can hear the vehicles, you can hear like children playing, you can hear all this like the office workers going on, like talking in the background. It's like a full-on production. But it's definitely, if you've got an Audible subscription, it's free. So you don't even have to pay or use a credit for it. It's free. It's like 6 hours long. It's definitely worth your while. Spoiler alert: there is a sex scene in it, and
There is in the book.
yeah, and they do act that out. So just be aware that maybe yeah, keep it headphones only.
when we do a play this Christmas again, we're going to do a sex scene in it, I think.
That's how we're going to end Scott Sheep in it. One big massive orgy.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. But yeah, just the talent involved, the production values. It's a really, really good
It's
adaptation.
mad. Did you actually like the story? Because it's mad when you think about that book. I think it was like 1930s, maybe 1940s, early 1940s. But it's mad. But that's what he thought 1984 was going to be like.
Yeah. Do you know what the interesting thing about this is? They released it on the 4th of April, exactly 40 years after the date of Winston's first diary entry.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I did like 1984. There's been a few like film adaptations of it that have not been very good and stuff. But
Well, I was thinking about this. I had a look and I was like, there's like one that came out in, it's like 1984 actually came out. And then there was a TV show
yeah, there's
thing.
been some.
And I was thinking, why has no one tackled this like modern? And then I finished listening to it.
You
I was
thought,
like,
that's why.
that's why. Because it's depressing as fuck.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, I don't think any of his books are very uplifting. To be fair, when you think of Orwell, but yeah, it's mad that. I might give that a listen. So I might try and secure a copy.
Yeah, if you've got Audible, then get it. It's free. There's a load of free ones on there. I'm going to listen to the Alien 3 novelization, like play they did as well.
Cool.
They did a play
Dig it. What?
of Alien 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, they did. Yeah.
it's got Michael Biehn in it.
Oh, wow.
It's not Alien 3. It's the original, the script that
The screenplay.
Yeah, the screenplay
Oh,
that they were
okay.
that was going to be based off until the studio got
Where
involved.
Newton Hicks survived. Is it Hicks? Not Hicks.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, Hicks survives.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah. Cool. Biggie, round us off. Finish me off.
You'll be pleased to know I had a bigger week.
Of course you did.
Covered the movie. I made a guest appearance and covered the movie Cobra with 100 thingies we waffled about or something or other, whatever it's called.
It's
that was
called
fun.
100 Things We Learned from Film, and it's a great show.
Never heard of it. But yeah,
I haven't watched it. I
great
haven't
fun.
listened to it because I want to watch the film before I listen.
Oh, it's a good
Oh
film.
yeah, do it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Planty and John.
It's not
great.
aged well, Stig. It's
No.
not aged well.
I won't say much more about that. You can listen to his lovely pod. But there is something that I do need to share with you. It's been a difficult time for me this week.
Yep.
My name is Biggie, and I am addicted to Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh,
It's happened.
Damn, I thought
Hello,
it was gonna,
Biggie.
I thought it was finally going to hand his
nothing-
resignation in.
So sorry not to disappoint you. Yeah, I'm thoroughly addicted to it. I haven't done anything else. I've been tempted
Gets
to
his
watch
hooks
other
into
stuff.
you, doesn't it?
I'm literally about 8 hours in, and I thought I'd finished Act 1 because there was that big party scene at the camp, and then realised there's a couple of things I hadn't cleared up. So I went back and did them, and now I'm in Act 2 in the Shadowlands.
Yeah.
And
Did you meet
I've just
Auntie
done
Ethel?
Yep, I've done.
Okay, so you didn't miss
Yeah,
all,
that was
you
great.
didn't miss all that out. Good.
No.
Tough wank, but I got
this
through
is,
it.
Well, this is my problem because I'm like 8 hours in and I'm only getting to Act 2. I feel like I'm a bit of a completionist and I'm just trying to cover everything and enjoying it. Don't get me wrong.
What Stig's done.
But I've got FOMO. I don't want to. I feel like there's something I might miss. So I'm trying to cover the whole map and look at every single nook and cranny. And I've just done the is it the Rosie something monastery?
Yeah.
I just done that.
So what, the end of
it's
Act 1?
The last light in. I'm in the Shadowlands.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. Sorry, yes.
I went back and I was just saying, I just went back and tried to finish a few things off in case I got to that point where it's cut
Are
off.
you
and I
saying
can't
that
go
you're
back.
80 hours in and you're on Act
80 hours in, yeah.
80?
I mean, it's possible. There is a lot of
Yeah,
content
it
in
took
those
me
first
ages
two acts.
Took me. I got first. Took me ages to get first two.
I didn't.
I think
get
Because I'm enjoying it. I'm soaking it up. I'm loving the atmosphere. I'm loving the side
I
quest
enjoyed it, but it
things
didn't take
you
me 80
discover.
hours to get to Act 2.
I mean, it took me.
That's because I'm doing everything.
Took me 70 hours to get
I've
to
done
Act 3.
everything in there. I mean, I've played more than
did
80
you?
hours now because I've had consecutive playthroughs, but fuck.
But I'm enjoying it. That's the thing. I mean, I'm loving having the fun, and I just haven't done anything else this week. I've just been
Like, you won't be
playing
with
every
80
minute.
hours. There's no one else to do in a week. Have you been to
No,
work?
not in a week. I've done 80 hours, but I'm just saying I'm 80 hours in.
Oh,
But yeah, just loving it. Just can't stop thinking about
really
it.
good.
When I finish, maybe tonight, I might have a quick crack at it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of every moment. I'm not got free
Got
time.
school
I
in the
want-
morning? No. Get off your games.
So yeah, it's just I understand why everyone rated it. So I already knew that anyway and understood why. But when you actually play it and you get into it, I can feel like I get.
Do you know what it is about that
I
game, mate?
understand it.
Why it sinks you, it's the accessibility of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just simple to play, and it can be
Yeah.
as complicated and convoluted as you want it to be. You don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like my first run through. I finished it in 30 odd hours because I just simply played how I wanted to play, and I just kept going. I just kept going with the story. Then I've had subsequent playthroughs where I've done everything like you've done, but because I already knew about things coming up, I was prepared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've played that game I think through 4 times now, and it's felt completely different every time.
Yeah, I think because I'm playing the goody two shoes, all that sort of thing, and I've got my favourite kind of group of people, I might go back after this playthrough when I've taken a break from it, and then I might choose some of the other party members and go with them instead and just see how that goes.
I did a playthrough where my character kept murdering people, and I went in control.
Oh, dirge.
I was seeing some of the options that come up in the.
I kept going, why are you doing
Features.
this?
Because you played the fucking Dark Urge. He's a psychopath.
He was a psychopath.
But it's weird because from playing Divinity Sin, I don't know why I struggled with the combat early on, and I found it quite difficult. And I was making mistakes in battles. I was thinking, why
This
is
game,
not
I do
clicking?
think this game is easier than Divinity.
It's a
then-
simplified combat loop compared to Divinity.
Yeah.
Because Divinity,
Yeah,
you've
but I
got-
just felt like I wasn't set up right, and I was making the stupid
yeah.
mistakes, not looking at the environment, not looking at everything that the game is telling you. Look here, do this, play this way. And then there was a great example. There was an area where there were the kobolds. They're in this underground basement level, I think it is.
Yeah.
And there's loads of that fire wine stuff everywhere. And I clocked that, and I was like, I'm just going to use fire arrows in this, or firebolt, whatever, and just literally owned the battle just by thinking for a moment logically what is in front of me.
There was, and I won't spoil what the encounter was, but there's an encounter the like penultimate encounter right before the ending, and I just couldn't get past it. I was just getting overwhelmed, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to turn invisible and get to the last boss, and it worked. I just walked my way through it.
Polymorph as well. Polymorph is great for some of the Act 3 stuff.
It's good in Scorched Sheep and all.
Fuck you. Scorched Sheep back next week in San Diego.
I'm addicted
I was going to mention it.
Oh yeah, we did Scorched Sheep, which was nice to go back to. So.
Oh yeah. Excellent. Have our listeners been up to anything?
They've been up to a few things, Oodles.
Okay.
Mike Halstead has been on, and he's got some things that you'll be happy about. So he says, finished Dead Boy Detectives and loved it.
Great.
I think I've convinced Beck to watch Good Omens now. I've listened to the audiobook, but I really want some Sheen Tennant action. It's some good Sheen Tennant action. I fucking love Good Omens. Both seasons.
Their relationship is what you wish you could have a friend like.
Yeah. Also, in series 2 of it, Gale from Baldur's Gate's in it, Tim Downey.
Yeah, he is.
I also caught up on Chicago PD, where the intelligence unit take on difficult cases. It's another Dick Wolf production, and in some cases they're even drafting characters from Law & Order SVU. So it's Law and Order, but not in New York. Then that's all we need to know.
I've never. I don't even know what it is.
That's the second time I've heard that reference on Dick Wolf Productions. Talking about it on the Empire podcast this week as well. And then
it's a crime thing, isn't it? A crime.
Yeah, it's just police procedurals.
I don't watch crime things.
He also says, I'm most of the way through the X2 episode. And all I can say is it's yet another instance of you guys hitting it out of the park with your Patreon content. And if people can afford it, it's definitely worth the money. And I agree.
Boy.
And I agree with Stig last week. Oodles' TikTok is unhinged.
I also sent stuff to Mike as well. He accepted it. He didn't tell me off the first time.
Poor dead
and it
Mike.
just kept happening. If anyone wants in on it, just hit me up. Dean hasn't got a choice. I send it to him all the time.
fucking hell.
Stig, what are you having some real technical difficulties with your electronics tonight? I think there's a ghost in his house.
Kieran says, hello chums. Now, he's responding to episode 184, not last week's episode. So, quality episode. I enjoyed the chat around Resident Evil 9 and where it's got left to go. And I tell you what, I'm all for Resident Evil in space.
No.
They did it with Dino Crisis and it didn't work.
Remember Martian Gothic?
Oh, no. That was a fucking dreadful game.
Play the game Martian Gothic Reunification, guys, if you want Resident Evil in space.
No, never play that game. It's awful. On a slightly different topic from the episode, I remember feeling relieved when I found out a few years ago that other people also pack underpants like they're expecting to shit their pants 4 times a day when they're on holiday.
Yeah, you have to.
It's funny.
You never know.
Where I go.
It's funny how big a worry it is for me, despite the fact it's never happened.
Same.
Anyway, moving on from space zombies and pants shitting, I felt like I've not been consuming very much media over the last few weeks, but that's a lie. I've actually been working my way through The Simpsons for a while now. Like any self-respecting person barreling towards 40, seasons 2 to 8 are burnt into my mind, and I can watch them forever. But season 11's where I usually stop. Specifically that episode with Mel Gibson that kicks off the season.
Oh.
Yeah. But this time I persevered, and I've even got so far that it's the intro, which I think starts at season 20. He corrects this mistake later. Not that it'll surprise anyone, but my god, it's inconsistent. Though weirdly enough, around season 20, it seems to hit its stride again. Obviously, it's no classic Simpsons, but they've clearly found a groove. You just need to ignore the almost constant fat jokes and the very of its time gay panic stuff.
He's got way further than I have with Simpsons.
I've just started season 22. Just 12 more to go and I'm up to date.
I think I stopped at 10.
I stopped about...
I think I stopped at 14.
I've stopped about 3 years after the film came out.
Yeah, it would have been around 14, 15.
14, yeah.
That's 20 years ago, that film.
Shut up.
No, not quite. 2007 that film was.
Jesus.
So nearly
No.
20 years ago. He then says, P.S. 2 reasons why I'm stupid. 1, upon seeing episode 185 hit my feed this morning, I realised I sent this email between you recording and releasing 185, so I'm out of sync.
Oh, no.
In the last
Listen
sentence
to them on the day.
2,
Or
in
don't
the-
as of last week because it was out of sync.
Yeah. 2, in the last sentence about The Simpsons, I meant to put I persevered, and I've even got so far that it's the new intro. I pray you can forgive my idiocy. That's
There's a new intro.
the new intro went basically when the show went HD.
Does it still have, like, playing the saxophone out of the score and the skateboard?
Yeah, but it's like-
hitting the sofa at the end.
It's
Yeah,
the same
but,
intro, just more shit happening in the background.
Yeah, more shit happening, more references, more stuff
Oh,
that changes
see new
week to
characters
week.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Huh. I like the simplicity of just getting to the sofa gag. That was a nice simple time. Simple time.
There's a great sofa gag that everyone hates, which is like this really weird avant-garde art thing, which basically describes the entropy of The Simpsons. And so many people just think, oh, this is a bit shit and it's a bit boring, without realising it's actually mocking The Simpsons for what it is.
It's telling a
Fuck-
story. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking great. I'll send it to you later, Oodles. You'll love it. You'll think it's weird as fuck, but you'll love it.
Yeah, I'll be into it. I don't think I'll ever go back to The Simpsons, but it's nice that someone is. It warms my heart that someone's still watching it, if you get me.
Yeah.
People
I like
must
that it
people must
exists.
be. 'Cause They'd,
Keep
they'd,
making
get,
it.
they'd,
Yeah.
they'd suck
It's
it
not
off
cheap.
if viewing figures were down, yeah.
Not a cheap
I
show to
like that
make
it
either.
exists. I like that it exists, and I know if I watched a new episode now, lots of characters have died and stuff like that.
The characters that you wouldn't see now is obviously Maud Flanders because they killed the character off, and you wouldn't
Apple.
see Edna Krabappel because the actress died.
Didn't they get rid of Apu as well?
They got rid of Apu, but they didn't like kill him off. They just stopped putting him in it.
I thought they just changed the actor. They actually used an Indian actor.
Is Apu still? I don't think Apu's still in it. Is he?
I didn't
I
think
have
he
no
was still in
idea.
it.
No, maybe he's not. But they did kill off one of the
In March
bad-
2021, Matt Groening is planning to bring back Apu with new stories, but looking for a voice actor because Hank Azaria is not playing him anymore.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
one of the drunks in the bar got killed off recently.
Which one?
I can't remember. It's the bald schlubby one.
Oh, him, yeah.
Oh, the backgroundy one.
Yeah,
I know what
they
you
gave him
mean,
actual
yeah.
like he's just always there in the bar. But they did an
Yeah,
episode
he
where he
is.
died and like the funeral and like he had a full
shit.
character and everything.
Shit. He had a life. Yeah. Well, good on you. Good on you, Kieran. Good on you. Keep up the struggle.
Next up, Mr. Worldwide himself, it's Planty. He
Another
says,
Simpsons lover.
"Hello, modern pals. Another busy week of it this week saw us take in Stallone's utterly mental Cobra, as it was Biggie's patron's choice.
2 plugs for his podcast now. Jesus.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
But of course, he's already mentioned that. Haven't you, Biggie?
Has he hurt you, Biggie?
No, I love planting.
Should Biggie not have
to
mentioned
have
it,
said.
he's getting all his Patreon pounds back in a sock round the back of his head.
I fucking hate planting. He can fucking have it.
Just come up with me and Noodles, fill him in with us.
We're gonna do it, mate.
Yeah, I'll be there,
Don't
mate.
flame up.
I'll drive. I'll drive the getaway car.
We don't need to get away. We're gonna stand on his corpse.
I'll piss on it.
Wow.
On Friday night, though, Rachel and I watched the utterly mental new documentary on Netflix, The Football Fraudster, a tale of Mehdi Abalimba, a Southend
Nailed it.
youth team player that managed to convince the world he was a Champions League winner, in spite of only playing with lowly Derby County. I don't know if the lowly was required there, but
Yeah, it is a shit team.
yeah,
Shithead.
but he's a Forest supporter, isn't he? So.
Yeah, fuck Derby, man.
A highlight for me was seeing my old flat in the background of one of the shots where a taxi driver was in tears because he was done out in £1,900. Happier times. Well worth 90 minutes of your time because, like the Tinder swindler, it gets more mental as the minutes pass.
I'll watch that.
Anyway, I best get off. I've got to convince Thierry Henry's ex-wife I'm a Navy SEAL. Toodles.
I think he'd get away with it.
Hey, I'm sure he could try. Zenos has said, "What have I done this week? What have I done this week?" Excellent question. Not sure, honestly. I think I might have zoned out for a few days and missed it. Did have some unusual crisps. The co-op by me has started selling a flavour called All Dressed, which I gather is a Canadian thing. It's somewhere
All dressed what?
all dressed crisps.
That's not a flavour.
Well,
He's about to explain
he's
it.
about to explain it.
Oh, sorry.
It's somewhere between salt and vinegar and about 3 or 4 other flavours. I couldn't pick out anything specific, but I did enjoy them. I also got some noodle cups from TK Maxx, which were pretty good. Anyway, I've run out of ideas for what to do this evening, so I'm currently starting a little sci-fi B-movie from 1977 to see what the fuss is about. Apparently there's some civil war going on and the rebels have won their first victory against the Galactic Empire. I can't see the Star Wars thing ever catching on.
It doesn't.
It's all downhill from here, mate. They tried making a couple of sequels and they never caught on.
I got something different from that response. They sell noodles at TK Maxx.
Sell out at TK Maxx.
I've never been in one, but I just...
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
It's a very
TK Maxx
strange shop.
treasure trove. You can get anything.
I thought it was just closed.
No, they got a little food,
Oh.
little pantry section.
Yeah, the sales.
I mean, it's all kind of it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird
random
food,
tat,
though,
isn't
isn't it?
I think it's
Strange
stuff that
world we
isn't
live.
successful when it's launched by companies, and they just chuck it off to them to sell instead.
Yeah, it's like a slightly more upmarket B&M bargains at times. Like all that overstocks shit.
There's always this pink salt, isn't there?
Yeah.
Pink soul? What the fuck's pink soul?
Pink, like posh salt. And there's fucking tons of it in
You
TK.
can't... Salt can't be posh.
It's
It
not
can
posh.
be shop
It's
at
mineral.
TK
It's
Maxx.
just a mineral.
It's just the mineral, but it's pink. That's all. It's just salt that's pink.
Well, yeah, no,
What the
because
fuck
table
is
salt's
wrong
just
with this
sodium.
country, man?
So this is posh salt.
The funniest part of any TK Maxx I've ever been in has always been the makeup section, because it's just a collection of just random collections of things from different makeup counters that have all had someone open them and stick their fingers in and check it out and all that. It's like so gross.
Oh, wow.
Or like all the nail polishes have been opened and like some teenagers put them on. Candy's looking down now. She used to do that.
It was me.
I'm gonna go in one and find out.
I got an awesome leather jacket for 40 quid from there. So
Yeah, they do some. I got some Street Fighter flip flops
Gosh.
Oh,
with Blanca on one side and M Bison on the other.
it's all about the like. As soon as it gets to about July, August, go for the Halloween shit because all the goths are out. But
Yeah.
we're all getting our Halloween plates and our Halloween fucking. Well, we say Halloween. It's just our normal homeware.
Yeah,
Oh.
But it's just
You
got a
guys call it
pumpkin and
Samhain,
a
don't you?
cobweb on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's right.
and then they go
Also-
meet under the bridge.
With our, with
Techno gods.
a cancer monster.
I'm just going to put the Thomas the Tank Engine soundtrack at the end of the page section, aren't I? Oodles, I've just Googled it. All Dressed is a potato chip popular in Canada. Ruffles, a major producer of the all dressed potato chips, describes the flavour of as a mix of, and this sounds gross, ketchup, barbecue sauce, sour cream and onion, and salt and vinegar.
Nope.
I'm out.
Oh, I'm in.
That's
I'm
all.
in.
I'm out.
I like
You
all
lost
of
me at ketchup.
I like all of those flavours on crisps individually. I don't know if I want to eat them together.
I
I'm gonna try it.
vehemently don't like ketchup or vinegar. So
Yeah.
I'm out.
I like vinegar, just not ketchup. Ketchup, gonna get in the bin.
I'm out.
Fair enough.
I don't eat anything pickled.
Last up, Best Boy Angry Kirk got this in at the 11th hour. Literally, as we started recording, his email came in.
I got bored to pick you, Kurt, because you could have just sent this in yesterday when you asked us. When you asked us as the no feedback, said no because we're doing it tomorrow. Could you send it then?
Is it Monday related?
He says, "Hi, ME crew. I know this might be too late for the episode, but I've been on the phone to Sky Broadband engineers for the past hour. I sympathise with you entirely."
Is that what he's reviewing?
1 out of 10. Wouldn't use again.
This week I've not done too much. Still on Balatro and continuing the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Castle book. I need to get that book. It sounds fucking great after the description last week.
I've bought the audio, but with one of my credits. So
I did, however, start the new series of Tokyo Vice. This is the HBO series based on the memoir of the same name. It's about an American journalist who works as a reporter in Japan but goes undercover in the Yakuza gangs of Tokyo.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's a superb drama and has the involvement of Michael Mann, so the vibes are spot on. The first and new series is on iPlayer, but I think the first series is also on Netflix if you wanted to give it a try. I also highly recommend the book.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Michael Mann, so there'll be a lot of dark shots and flashing street lights going past.
Yeah.
It was my final day on the force.
Which, I mean, to be fair, that's
And
also
they dragged me back in.
that's That's also kind of typical for like any Yakuza film.
Yeah.
Or any film set in Tokyo.
And then I realized I liked it. I am the Yakuza. Don. Nice. Is that everything?
That's everything.
As always, links to all our extracurricular activities are in our show notes and at modernescapism.co.uk. If you are a patron, you now have access to episode 2 of Modern Escapism X2, where we talked about X2 at some kind of length. Please consider becoming a patron because it helps us out. It pays for everything, and we get to do all like Mike said earlier, just delicious content. Some of our best work is behind the paywall because we save it. It's great stuff.
We save it for the people who care enough to pay us money.
Yeah, I know it sounds disgusting, but look, you all agreed to capitalism, and we're just enforcing it. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not a charity shop. Do you know what I mean?
We're not a charity, is it?
And without your monthly contribution, how is Biggie ever going to fight the charges?
Yeah, exactly. Cost a lot.
Lawyers cost money, especially the kind of lawyers that would take him on as a client. Because let's face it,
and I've got back-to-back cases too. Oh.
Jeeves and Worcester. Is it Randall and Hopkirk? I can't remember who's them lawyers, them really bad ones.
Benson and Hedges.
Benson and Hedges. Kramer versus Kramer.
Johnson and Johnson.
Mumford and Sons.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
This is why we don't podcast on a Monday. You're all losing your fucking minds.
This is usually the end of the show, but again, it's not even usual anymore. This is just the norm. It's time for Candyland.
And now, what's up in Candyland?
Cues, they're shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hate them.
But the thing is, we're British. We have to be good at it.
Oh, we're excellent at it. But why not take that pressure off a little bit and insert, like, travelators? You know, like when you go to airports and there's the moving
You're
grounds.
obsessed with travelators, you.
Yeah, but... You know, like at supermarkets, and you put your food on, and they have a little pedal or something. I don't know what they're. Actually, I don't know how they do it. I assume it's a pedal.
Sensor. It's a sensor.
It's a sensor. They're
No, it's
automatic.
not. They do it themselves.
It's a fucking.
They don't do it
They
themselves.
do have,
sensor.
they have manual control as well.
No, they don't. I used to work on the fucking
don't.
tills.
It's a sense.
They do
I
now.
also
I've
like
seen them
tills.
operate
You're
it.
telling me that they're not. They haven't got their foot on the thing. So when they're ready,
No,
No.
they haven't. It's not a car.
There's a light
have you never
sensor in
noticed
the
how it
far edge.
always-
when the food gets to the end of it, it stops.
Have you never noticed how it stops perfectly? Like they're busy.
yeah, because they're
dealing
really
with another
good
customer,
at it.
but
They're
what, by
professional.
being able to
Customer
see the
facing.
left hand
Skill
side
job, mate.
and the right hand side at the same time.
I worked on the tills at 16. I was shit at it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
just
not a
because you
skilled
don't have a
job.
good
But
pedal
they
foot, that's
can
why you're too
manually
heavy
move
on
it
this
along
pedal foot.
themselves.
There was no
I have
pedal.
seen
You
them
pre-
do.
There's no
No,
there is
with
a
a
manual
button.
button. There's a button, not a
button.
pedal.
Yes.
Yes, there's a
exactly.
button.
There's a button to stop it.
It's a button to turn it off
Emergency stop.
and to emergency stop it. Yes,
But there's no. It's not a pedal like a sewing machine.
No, I know that.
There isn't a clutch on it.
So I burnt
What
out
kind
the
of
clutch on my.
grocery-based like emergency would they need to stop that thing for? Well, they
It's a
need to
big
like
red
take their
button.
foot off that pedal
the example.
in case a child gets sucked into it.
The example I was given in the training video from Safeway was a customer leaning over to pay for something, and their tie gets
the hair.
caught in it and dragged into it.
Oh, the car, yeah.
I love the way that you mentioned that
Dragged
baby
into
got
where?
caught in it.
Is
The
there some
length
kind
of
of-
some of those on the tills. How long would that emergency be going on for before someone screamed for help with this baby slowly moving along? What do we do?
Is there like a
I
parallel
can't
Are you still
reach
going to ask for a
it.
club card? Are you still going to ask for a club card when baby gets scanned?
I want to know where it goes when you get sucked into it now.
It just goes back round. It's hollow.
With a big
Underneath there's
with a
nothing
big
there.
question marks on
Then
it.
why stop it? You'll be all right.
Oh my God.
I fear. Right. So can we go back to the original point?
must be
You hate
fascinated at
queues,
airports.
And what you're going to say? People need to be put on.
You want a till?
A travelator.
Travelator. Say like you're in the airport or something, or you're just waiting for
They
a
have them
ride.
in the
You get
airports.
put on put
They
on
do.
the travelator, and there's somebody with a. Well, no, because
Pedal?
that's an
A pedal.
automatic one. You need somebody with a pedal.
It just
So when they're
drags you
ready for
forward
you,
when
that
they're
just-
ready.
Yeah, and you can sit on it. There's a couple of chairs and everything. They might, like, when you're queuing for a ride or something, they could have like a little stop-off point for a toilet. Get off and get back on again.
God.
Well, yeah, but you get to sit down then, wouldn't you?
I just have this image of as a traveller and there's someone at the end with like
On a pedal.
a pedal, but like a spinning wheel. You know, like getting the foot just constantly going, it's spinning.
So does
Andy,
it work that if like you're having a really bad day, you reverse the travelator and yeet everybody
Fuck
out the
them
door?
off. Yeah.
Also, society as a whole have been queuing for 10,000 years. We know how to do it.
I know that we
Americans
know
don't.
how to do it. We also know
It's
how
been
to like.
mastered.
We also know
Completed
how
it,
to
mate.
walk and ride horses, but we still use cars. Why not Why not just make it a little bit easier?
We
The
still
evolutionary
walk.
next
Do you
step
not walk
in
anywhere?
queuing.
Well, but I drive when I can.
But what's the
I
point
don't
in the-
walk to the Birmingham NEC. No.
Oh, Candy, what's the shortest distance you've used your car for?
Well, here's the thing.
Next-
I live
next
on a
door
hill.
neighbour.
I live on a hill, so it's
Yeah.
actually pretty
Here we
short.
go.
So yeah, like down
I've
to
used the
top.
car to go to the shop around the corner because when it's like 8 o'clock at night, it's like, oh shit, I've forgotten something. Or if I've forgotten something I need for tea, I just nip around the corner. I'm not going to walk there and back to.
No, yeah,
I
there
just
might be
pictured her
ruffians.
using a car to go over to the other
I
side
will
of
if
the
I'm just
road.
going, if I've got a plan and I'm going into town, I'm going to the shop. But if I've missed something like, oh, I forgot to get some gravy,
Yeah.
nip to the shop, I'm quickly nip out with the car.
Well,
yeah.
it's important if you forgot gravy. It's
Yeah,
very
that
important.
was just-
Can't admit to being a Yorkshireman that has no gravy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth the emissions.
But I'm just fascinated about how you just want people to stand on a moving floor rather than.
Well, no, they
stand
don't
on
have
a-
to stand. It could be like it could almost
still-
be like a haunted house.
Is this
Like,
is
it
this
could be
is
like
this
one
because you've
big long
just
train.
is this because you've been at MakerCon and you had to queue up for things?
No, it was,
It's
it
also-
was trying
it's
to
also
get into
this
fucking
in-
America. I've been on a plane for 1,000 hours, and then I had to stand there
Is
for
this
another
in the,
hour.
I'm sure you would have been happy to
Is this in the
stand after
same-
being sat down.
You think, but no.
Is this in the same universe as Space Wind?
Well, yeah, I guess.
you
I mean, it's in
Planetary
Candy Universe.
turbulence.
Well, no, this is actually
Planetary
like,
turbulence.
no, this is a genuine suggestion to make life better for the people. Planetary turbulence was a flight of fancy. That was a what if type situation.
Oh, this is legit, is it?
yeah,
This is legit.
this is something that could change the world.
No, this
No, he couldn't.
it would never happen because it would cost so much money just for the sake of stopping
And it'd
people.
break.
Yeah, like imagine imagine if that broke, they would make you all get off, stand at the back,
Start again.
stand at the
Queue.
back while and wait while
Yeah,
they
but you
fixed
could still manually queue. But just imagine like how much
You
better.
can still manually queue.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but
And
imagine
for certain people
like,
that do have struggle queuing, they either get fast tracks or like disability, they go through a different type of queue. We've mastered the art of queuing, Candy.
I know you know how to queue. Why would you like? Do you have the choice to stand for 3 hours or sit and be like?
I just wouldn't do it in the first place.
Why don't you just
but you
bring
can
one of those
have-
fold up
you
camping
know what-
chairs with you?
Who queues for 3
yeah,
hours?
but you don't take fucking camping
never
chair in the
I've never
queue
queued
to the
for 10
fucking
minutes.
Smiler, do you? But like you could
not
have
going on it.
you could have
People that
um,
didn't get their tickets for the live ME show because they didn't get tickets in advance. That's who queued
exactly
for
all the
3 hours to
punters
get
and
in.
puntresses
They're
outside.
stood at the window trying to look, aren't they? Wow.
You could order food to your
they're the window
position in the
lickers,
queue
you
as
know.
well. Like people could come around with drinks and stuff and be like, "Do you want to
So
buy a
with
drink?"
this travelator as well, do you reckon there's not going to be chips getting mushed up in it and stuff like that then?
Well, no,
is
it'd
food.
have to be like a gentleman's agreement that you aren't fucking messy with your food.
Also,
Have you
100%.
met the human
Society.
race?
Also, 100%. A child is going to injure their hand or get a finger ripped off. Or
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the choice you take.
Well, you would
But
do because that would delay your wherever you're
You're saying
going.
this to the least maternal woman in the world.
You
Yeah,
are, yeah, but there's no children going
Yeah,
on the
but I
Smiler
also
because
think
they're not big enough.
I also think that you'd probably do that.
Well, that is a slight risk. No, I'm not. I mean, no, not if I had a queue to be at the front of. I wouldn't.
Ooh, piece of cake.
I know the importance of being at the front of the queue.
What if you had your flippy floppies on and your big toe got caught in and your nails off?
My toe is not getting stuck in anything. Have you seen the fucking size of it? It's a giant square.
Well,
It's like the end of a hammer.
on that bombshell, you've got bigger things to worry about than queuing. Thank you for listening to whatever this was. And patrons, we'll meet you around the back for more of this shite. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
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 All aboard the podcast train. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to put that as the Easter egg and then put the Thomas the Tank Engine music at the end.
I'll just do that as our intro.
No,
All
that's
aboard.
not
Do,
the intro.
do, 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 do.
All aboard the podcast train.